少年よ神話になれ青い風が今胸のドアを叩いても私だけをただ見つめて微笑んでるあなたそっとくれるもの求めることに夢中で運命さえまだ知らない痛いけな瞳だけどいつか気づくでしょうその背中には遥か未来目指すための羽があること残酷な天使の手で窓辺からやがて飛び立つほとばしる熱いパトスで思い出を裏切るならこの空を抱いて輝く少年よ神話になれ
Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury live stream channel. How are you peoples today?
Hi, Pontiff.
Channel. How are you peoples? You got some background noise there.
It's now.
Look, I got to tell you, it's not a good day at all. And I'm going to have a bit of a talk to Timmy. See, Timmy should have encouraged me just to calm down, Arch. Don't get angry. Calm down. No, what Timmy did is he enraged the situation. And it blew out of control. I ended up burning Dodger.
Well, maybe I should take some responsibility as well. Maybe I was also too passive and didn't hold you back. It's my fault too, perhaps to a certain extent.
So
you know,
I got to tell you,
I don't want him to burn and take the brunt of the punishment. I can share into it.
Yeah. You got Mike the Snake as well. Mike the Snake's also up for some blame as well.
Why not? Because he's Mike the Snake.
Snake didn't say anything, especially after I forked out $200 for a steak meal.
No,
You think he could have said something, don't you?
I was still flabbergasted because you'd yelled at me just 30 seconds before. I didn't really know how to respond.
Well, how do you think I'm going to react? I just crashed the car.
Oh, I know.
Right?
You're in a bad way. So that's why
I crashed the car. Have you not ever put a ding in your car? Both sides, not just one ding. I kissed a wall, and then I was like, "Oh fuck!" I went out. I dinged the side.
Arch, I'm not. Look, I'm not.
Anthony $2. Anthony $2. Where's that explosion from the intro from? I don't know. Green Room put it together. Now, see, you people think it's all an act. It's all staged. It's scripted. Let me show you some scripting. You want to see some scripting? Yesterday, I had my builder out here.
Yes.
The dry rot. We had a little bit of dry rot. You know what happens with dry rot when you take the boards off? What do you think happens, Mike?
Becomes a lot of dry rot.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yep. I got pictures.
He was just supposed to use a bit of Bondo. He was using a bit of Bondo to bog it. You know Bondo?
Sure. Yeah. Used it to fix many a car.
He said, "Mate, I can't bog this." Do you have any idea how expensive lumber is at the moment?
No. Archie, I'm only on for a couple minutes because I'm heading off to my dinner with my mother. So I just wanted to pop on and say hi and thank you once again. And
Mike,
my mother's picking me up here.
Amazing. Please take plenty of photos. We want to see the photos exclusively only on this. Actually, the dungeon and this channel. The dungeon, you're free to put them on the dungeon as well.
Sure. No, you get pictures. I'll send pictures as live as they happen. I'll message them to you. And
no, what you're going to have a good.
Send you pictures of my mom and our meals, and we're going to the nicest steakhouse in town.
If you don't know what's happening, I've got to go today and eat in the Beamer. I've got to eat pastries in the Beamer.
You can't pull over and sit down on a park
I will. I'll sit in the back. I'm going to sit in the back and eat these pastries, but I've got to eat pastries in the Beamer. And
do that. Absolutely, there's no way out.
I gotta tell you something, right? Just very quickly, super chat. Andrew, £2. Snake should be at dinner. Is this a scam? No, Mike's he's about to leave, and Basil's Beezels. Yeah. But seriously, who hasn't Archie called a cunt? There we go. I thought you were driving your BMW.
Actually, my mother's gonna pick me up in her car, and we're gonna take her car because it's easier. She has trouble getting into my car. It's so low.
Okay.
She's quite frail.
It's dry rot. Dry rot. You can smell it.
The scent of luxury.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is nice. This is nice hardwood.
I've dressed up fully. I've got my James Cameron on.
Look at this. Dry rot. Ooh, it's like a fungus. It's like a fucking mushroom. It's like smelling a fucking mushroom. You know that?
Well, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's a fungus. That's what eats away at the wood. Anyways, Arch, listen. I got 10 minutes before my mom picks me up and we go out to dinner. I'll be sending pics.
We're going to take Teddy Bear's coming with me. We're going to have a picnic in the BMW. We're going to have
with Teddy.
A picnic with the and for you, Lord, just in case you're asking there, Lord, as you do.
Yes, sir.
I've decided to use the
China.
Ooh, nice China.
Pontiff, I think Royal Albert. Amazing.
Royal Albert's like Royal Dalton, Royal Albert. Royal Albert is their more relaxed country theme. I thought with the teddy bear coming to eat with me would use the country roses. We'll have the picnic in the back of the Beamer.
Okay, Arch. Thank you much. I'll see you later. Pictures to come.
Hey, Mike. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you much. Thank you, everybody. See you later.
Love you, Mike. Take
See you
care.
later. I'm going to be eating in the back of the Beamer because Timmy didn't slow me down and say, "Hey, Arch, just calm down. It'll be okay. I'm sure it's not this." No, he egged me on, and I said a few nasty things, and then Badger's very fragile guy. He does a lot of work for free, but as soon as you call him out, something went wrong. So punishment was given by the boys on the. It's been, by the way, they've renamed. It's no longer the Elite Horological Dungeon. It's now Horology Dungeon. It's been renamed.
Yeah. I mean,
renamed.
There was nothing elite about it to start with, so I think that's the right decision.
It's the kiss of death. The Elite was.
It's the junior varsity. It's the junior varsity. It's the B team.
Jerry-O the chef, $2. Rubber mats, please. Rubber mats. And we got Maldives, £4.50. Arch, looks like your CCTV is hogging the bandwidth.
Yeah, you're experiencing some connection problems, Pontiff.
Just hang on. I'll just check that. I'll just check. Let me just check that. That's a good question. You finding it slow?
Yeah, it's a little pixelated and sometimes lagging a little bit.
Oh shit. Okay, just hang on. Just testing it now. Just testing. Just hang on. I'm just doing some tests. Just hang on. So anyhow, I got to eat in the Beamer. Let me just check this test now. What the fuck? I don't understand that. Look. Seriously.
Dirk Digler, $10. Thank you, Dirk.
$10, Dirk. Thank you, Dirk. And we got Green Shroom in the background. Hello, Shroom. Do you want to talk? Please talk.
I think he was hiding. You brought him up. Perhaps he's not prepared.
Archie, I was in the background for a reason. There's a reason there's a dot next to my name. I'm not trying to be me.
Okay. Maybe, yeah, let's put him back into the background, and maybe he will emerge as something else. Right. So super chats are coming in. Stud Muffin.
I'm not in a good mood today. I've got to eat in the Beamer. Eating in the Beamer. Oh, that is appalling. I got appalling internet. Hang on. I'm going to go and change it. Okay, guys, I got to go and reboot the server. I'll be 1 minute. You just cover me, Snake, Mike, and Lord. Just cover me for a minute, okay? Yeah,
Mike
that's
is gone.
I'll go and get reboot.
Yes, they have to bear with me for a little bit. So super chat, Stud Muffin, $1.99. Arch, did you watch the video I sent you? We'll make sure to ask him that when he comes back. Ross Rachel Brady, $1.99 US. Archie, the best part of a woman. I'm myself looking forward to the answer to this question. M36 Speed, thank you so much, $4.99 US. Hey Arch, do you miss your 16618 gold sub with blue face? Gorgeous and such a power statement. I think he's usually of two minds of it, but again, I would like him to reminisce, because that was, as he called it, the perfect Fike-off watch, you know, full gold sub. It hardly gets better. You know, why not go all the way and get one with nipple dial? Maybe not blue face, but still like sliced alone. An absolute statement. Dirk Digler, again, thank you for another $10. What's your thoughts on Watch Nicholas and Anthony Farrer doxing Nicholas's family, and Paul Thorpe's support for Anthony? I will make sure again to remind him of that, but I just find it I find it unacceptable that people would like to expose other people's personal information on the internet, personal, family related especially, right? What do anyone's relatives have to do with anything that happens on this little corner, little pocket that we have of YouTube? You know, let's take things in perspective. We enjoy this a lot and it means a lot to us, but at the end of the day, this is just it's a very small turf, and we should be fighting to expand it, fighting to grow it, rather than constantly trying to undermine each other. And I really don't understand how vicious some people get, but of course I will direct that question to the Pontiff. Guys, this is a little bit of a back to the future. I'm back with you again, hosting the show. We had a lot of fun with the Pontiff, if you want to check that out, talking about Louis Vuitton a little earlier to warm ourselves up for this show. But when you get the time, please check that out. It's posted on the ArchieLuxury channel. And to me, it was really a special moment, and I'm so glad that it is part of an ongoing collaboration that I will have with ArchieLuxury, at least on a weekly basis, but perhaps we will have even more going on. I'm going to post a link of course, to my channel, and I would really appreciate it if you would help me reach 1,000 subscribers sooner than later. I'm constantly putting on more and more content. But ultimately, what's really important to me is to give back to this community that has given me so much, and that has really put me through some, pretty dark times in life. ArchieLuxury, especially himself, he has helped me through quite a bit. So I'm really grateful, and I'm really happy to be there. And I'm sending the link also of the earlier show we did. Yeah, the drama continues, man. It's never ending, as you know. It's one of the best narrative devices that we have in the Archieverse. We have to have some drama constantly. As Voltaire said about God, if he didn't exist, mankind had to create it. If drama doesn't exist, rest assured that people will create it in the Archieverse. We are getting there. We are getting there. I think Archie will. Okay. We'll subscribe. At least you talk about what nobody wants to talk about. How? Yeah. Right. That's just something that, again, I'll save that to my own platform. Again, I always take the lead from Archie here because it's his channel, and I respect him. But I've already said what I need to say. So yes, we share a lot, quite a bit. I've also gotten through a very tumultuous relationship, and I started somewhere around late 2014 to 2015. All right, guys. So we have some interesting stuff coming for you tonight. Archie is being meted out some special punishment by the Council of Elders, Council of Aussie Elders specifically, by Plastic, by Sovereign, by Sirocco, for what he did yesterday, what he did to Dodger. We're back. Pontiff, how are you doing?
Yeah, I just needed to reboot the server there. What do you think? Do you think that that punishment is fitting?
Pontiff, I will tell you this.
Just be honest. Just be honest.
I know the Council of Australian Elders. They're very anxious these days. They know the global respect and audience that the Pontiff demands, and they know that you're slipping from their hands. You're coming to the US. You have been to the UK, so they should be nicer to you, I think, because you're a national treasure in Australia, and they don't want you to surrender yourself to vulture capitalists in America. But I think honestly, it's you went a little over the top. Of course, you call everyone Fiker.
So you think it's okay that they forced me to eat in the BMW? I'm only 2 payments in.
Look, I live in Los Angeles.
I'm only 2 payments in. I'm only 2 payments in. Do you understand? 2 payments in, and I got to eat flaky pastry. Flaky pastry. Flaky pastry.
Weren't we just talking about enjoying life? I mean, I'm in Southern California. I do everything in my car. I eat. I make love.
You do everything in your car except tell me what you drive.
Yeah,
Can you give me a clue?
No, that's already too specific. But you know my proclivities. I think you have a sense of those clues.
Let me ask you that. Does it have plastic parts?
No. That would be anathema. That would be unacceptable.
Okay. I got to tell you, I would like to see Timmy come on here to face the music as well, because he got me into this mess. Speaking, Irix Guy, how are you? Irix Guy, by the way, have you come on to the dungeon lately?
I've never been in the dungeon.
Okay, we've got a new channel, Horology Dungeon.
Let me post the link for that.
Yeah, and it basically is just a fun channel where people can come, talk, watchers, talk anything they want, life events. And
can you talk about dinosaurs?
You can talk about dinosaurs.
For sure.
By the way, Arix Guy, I had a win the other day. This woke culture. You like woke culture, don't you?
No.
So what happened was I'm running a bit behind in money because I had just come back from London. You always spend more than you want. So I wanted to get a extension on my electricity account. So what I did was I rang them up. It's in my wife's name. And I said, Hiromi Chesterfield. And they said, excuse me, and who are you? I said, Hiromi Chesterfield. And then what happened was I said to them, Stud Muffin, $2. Did you watch the video I sent you? Yes, I think I did. Anyhow, I said to them, how dare. I said, I identify as an indigenous lesbian. How dare you use white privilege, white male privilege, to stereotype what I should sound like? Just because I'm pre-op doesn't give you the right to be prejudiced against me.
I gave that move to a friend of mine. Archie's going to rent a car, and he has to use his wife's credit card. And so, anyways, I lent him your maneuver there.
Thank you.
More super chats, Pontiff.
More super chats here. Ross Rachel Brady, $2. Archie, best part of a woman. There we go. Thank you. Archie, best part of a woman. I got to be honest with you. Could you live without women, Lord?
Absolutely not. No. Can't live with them. Can't live without them.
M3 6-speed, $5. Arch, do you miss your 16618 gold sub with blue face? Gorgeous and such a power statement. Look, I got to tell you, I don't regret getting out of it because I got the world time, and the world time actually means more to me. But do I miss that as a watch? Of course I do. That was a beautiful watch. I loved the gold sub. I had some amazing times with it. I wish I could buy it back. Of course I do. I'd love to have it back. They've actually exploded in value. And I got to be honest with you, I do miss it. Yes, of course I do. But if the biggest regret in your life is missing a few watches you've flipped or sold, well, your life is not too bad.
Or deals you missed out on.
And Trapper, what are you doing? You're making noise. Are you skinning a goat, or what are you doing there? What exactly?
I'm getting ready to have to eat a pastry in my car. Now I gotta tell you, I feel like the punishment is not commensurate with the crime. Cunt is a second. Cunt is like saying "fuck you" or "fuck." You know, I mean. So
I think I'm trying to appeal it. I'm trying to appeal that sentence. I think you should appeal to. I'm trying to get that reduced to eating just hot chips in the car. Pastry. Yes. Pastry is trouble. Dirk Diggler, $10. What's your thoughts on Watch Nicholas and Anthony Farrer doxing Nicole's family and Paul Thorpe support for Anthony? Sorry, I don't understand. What's he say? Can someone translate that for me?
Yeah. So Anthony Farrer, Timepiece Gentleman, basically doxed not only Watch Nicholas but his entire recent job history and the names of his relatives on Instagram. And Dirk wants your commentary on it.
Look, I gotta be. I don't really watch these dramas besides my own channel. I'm kind of caught up in my own life. Watch Nicholas has really pushed the boundary. I'm not so sure whether I do support it because I kind of like Paul Thorpe. Paul Thorpe took really good care of me. He's a decent bloke. And, you know, for all said and done, Anthony Ferrer, I got nothing really against him either. But I kind of think... so who did the doxing?
Anthony Ferrer.
He doxed...
Like he published an entire list of Watch Nicholas's relatives.
Watch Nicholas does push the envelope. I got to be honest with you. There's a saying in life: live by the sword, die by the sword. Okay, and in some ways, when you push the envelope, people get really funny with that, and it's a bit like that Will Smith thing. You know, sometimes you just got to be a bit careful of people's sensitivities. I got to be honest with you. I don't like to deliberately dox anyone. I don't think anyone's family is really fair game. I kind of, I'll be honest with you. This is the problem when you get a bit nasty. Unfortunately, this is what happens. People get shitted off with you. So.
But Pontiff, okay,
I don't really like doxing anyone, to be totally honest with you. Girl stuck in Trapper John's basement, $2. Arch, keep distracting John while I attempt to run. Look, I don't like doxing anyone. I don't particularly like that. Intentional doxing is not a good thing. Look,
I got a news flash for whoever that is. That bitch was dead long ago.
And also, John, you're stealing my.
What do you think?
Keeping
what do you think?
People in the basement is my shtick. Don't do it.
Not on purpose, Lord.
I'm gonna say something though. Just look. Even in war, there are some rules and principles, right? So you are saying Watch Nicholas is pushing the envelope, but messing with someone's family and relatives is never okay. It's never acceptable. Under no conditions whatsoever. Even in war, I think that's just really crossing a boundary. Stud Muffin, super chat.
Yes, Stud Muffin is a great guy. $2. What did they say after you identified as trans? Well, they basically helped me with the extension, and that was it. I wanted them to have gender schooling. I said, can I please speak to your supervisor to arrange for you to have some gender schooling? Look, the problem is Watch Nicholas do you think he pushes the envelope? You're a fan of Watch Nicholas, Lord. You believe in freedom. You're a very big advocate for freedom of speech. What's your take on it? Do you think he pushes the envelope too far, Bart?
Look, I'm not gonna decide what's far for someone else's channel and for someone else's approach. I think he has a core of his approach that really appeals to me, which is asking for transparency, asking for exposure, poking holes in people's narratives, and mixing that up with a style of comedy, which is, by the way, very much inspired by you. I have to say, know, because I don't think there would be a Watch Nicholas here today if it weren't for ArchieLuxury and your particular style of delivery and humor. Which doesn't mean it's your responsibility, right? Don't take me the wrong way, but I think he's indebted to ArchieLuxury and his approach. Ultimately, I think, he drones on a little too long for my taste. I think in digestible bits, he provides some valuable mix of information and entertainment. Sometimes I watch him when I'm in the mood for. Sometimes I just do my own thing. But I cherish his presence. I think he is necessary. He's an important part of the community, I think.
Okay.
And by the way, I don't actually agree that Paul Thorpe has this sort of unconditional support of Timepiece Gentleman. I think he is much more nuanced than that. I think he has said things that are in support. He has distanced himself from Timepiece Gentleman, from Anthony Ferry in other instances. And of course, I mean, we want that sort of nuance. We want that sort of educated and nuanced take. I have all the respect for Paul Thorpe, not so much for Timepiece Gentleman, but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I kind of think he's pushed the envelope a bit, but you know what I mean? Where does he draw the line? Sometimes they draw the line. I just find it very hard what they say and do. You know what I mean? I just find it hard when they watch. Nicholas has been very relentless in his pursuit of people, and I kind of find that sad. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know why this YouTube world seems to bring out the worst in people. What is it? Why is the world so vicious? Can I ask you that?
Because it makes monetization, I think, is the root of all evils. And I'm saying this in the most hypocritical
I understand. Yeah.
Most hypocritical way possible, because I'm aspiring to get 1,000 subscribers on my own channel. But I think, at the expense of that, with the goal of making money on YouTube, you can sacrifice a lot of your principles. And some of what we are seeing on YouTube, both these, all of these characters really involved, there are very few exceptions, is because of that. It's monetization. It's money. It's the root of all evil. What can I say?
Yeah. Speaking of that, I'll kind of piggyback off of that. Teddy Baldassar, he's got the connection with Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary. And, talking about monetization, it's kind of funny because, he's promoting his wines. O'Leary, he's got his own vineyard. And again, it all tracks back to money, regardless of the level. I think it would be great. And I know Baldassar interviewed you a few years back. I think it would be great to have him on the live stream with Mr. Wonderful.
It's very hard to arrange. That's his big fish. He's not going to share his whale with me, is he?
Why not? Hey, he could send you some wine to sample. Get in with Mr.
Look,
Wonderful.
I got to tell you, I already got my Mr. Wonderful. I'd like to see that Nick Folks. He's much more important than Mr. Wonderful. That's kind of my people I'd like to see. That's somebody better than Kevin O'Leary. Kevin O'Leary, I think, is a bit of a jerk, to be honest with you, from what I've seen.
Supposedly, he only wears wristwatches on a red rubber strap.
Yeah, supposedly. But, who cares? Who cares what he fucking does?
Hey, publicity is publicity. It'd be good for the channel.
But you know what, RX guy, I can't be fucked groveling. You got to grovel to these people. That's not really... I've gone on. So, look, I just do my own fucking thing. I've kind of got enough. I do my own stick. If they want to come on, that's great. If they don't, well, that's okay as well. So,
fair enough.
That's just kind of how I see it. But yeah. Look. I must admit, I do watch a lot of Kevin O'Leary's videos. I like how he answered questions, and I like some of the things he's done. I didn't like what he did to Bear. He gave Bear a copyright strike, and he wouldn't, very inflexible. So I don't know if I'd even want him on, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I do my own content. I don't need to coast on anyone else. I do the content. That's it.
You've always been independent. I've always been independent too.
I've tried Neo $10. Hello, humanity. Tim Wright needs you. Don't fail him now. Tim Wright needs you. Don't fail him now. Thank you.
And we had an earlier one as well.
Okay, Stud Muffin, $2. Let's smoke cigars and talk about real estate. Nothing wrong with that. I love cigars. I'd love a good... Cigars are expensive in my part of the world. Fuck their dear.
Yeah, I'm out for today, unfortunately, but otherwise I would have joined. I think actually cigars, relatively speaking, are really very choice and affordable items of luxury. You can get a good cigar for $10 to $15, not the Cuban prestige brands, I mind you, but I think for the time you can spend with a $10 to $15 Nicaraguan or Honduran or Dominican cigar.
I like Punch. Punch is a great cigar. Bolivar. They're a great. Actually, one of my favorite cigars. I'm not a huge Romeo and Juliet fan. I'm not a. I find them a little. I've never really gotten on with them. One of my favorite cigars of all time is a Dunhill Centanus, Centas Centas. Very nice ring gauge on a cigar. We got Tommy. Hello, Tommy. How are you?
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, not too bad, Tommy.
Having a better day?
Tommy, the wood rot, the dry rot. We got it at the front. I had this little edge. I said, just replace this edge.
Oh, okay.
He pulled it off. Massive fucking dry rot.
Oh,
that is such a bitch. That dry rot is such a bitch.
Damn. I remember you were saying that. Yeah, you found more.
You can get this glue that takes place of rotten wood, right?
Yeah, I was trying to do that. Bondo. Yeah.
I've done that to a boat too.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Tommy, how are you, man? Talk to me, Tommy.
I'm doing pretty good. Just driving home.
In the Beamer?
Oh, yeah. Just relaxing. Not doing much. I might stop at the
How is the Beamer? Tell me, give me some specs. You've got a 330i.
Yep, the F30.
F30. What color?
White exterior, beige interior.
Beautiful. How many miles on it now have you got?
Like 50,000.
Okay, that's not a lot.
Yeah, not bad.
What year is it?
20. I think it's 17.
17. Okay, still got a fair bit of use left in it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I could easily drive that for at least another 5 years.
Yes. Tell me this. That's a beautiful car. That is a really nice car. That. What do you think of the punishment I've got to eat in my car? What do you think of that, Tommy?
I mean, I don't eat in my car, and I don't have other people who do. Super chat.
No. Neo, $10. Archie, it's 2022. Don't live with dry rot. Take a pill for it and get back in the game. Don't live with dry wood. Take a pill for it and get back in the game. Thank you. I love that. Tommy, what's going on in your world? Anything to report? How's your mum? How's her Hyundai? She got the baby the SUV. Sonata. Was it Sorrento?
No, it was the Hyundai Santa Fe calligraphy trim.
Just very quickly, we got a very, very nice friend of mine, CB, $10. Archie, speaking of Beamer, do you like the 850 convertible? I fucking love the 8 Series. That is my dream. I mean, if you had no budget, that's what I'd go for. No money was no object. Bondage and discipline, $20. Sorry for being so absent lately. Finally getting over the vid. I know you miss me, Lord. Can I stop by the Saturday stream? Oh, the Laureate Ferrier Sport Blue 200 plus waiting list. 200 plus waiting list at 4 watches a year. Fike me dead. What do you think there, Lord? The Laureate Ferrier. We saw that. Really nice attention to detail.
No worries there, though. I like their classical watches. I like their dress watch range. And you said you prefer Patek, and I agree with you. But since the sport watch it's just a very meh watch, I don't care if there's a century waiting list for it. It's still undesirable to me.
Do you think the Laureate Ferrier is a FP Jean in the making?
Yes, I do agree with that. I think, like, that's the next independent / micro brand to take off. I don't disagree with that. So it's probably a great investment, and I'm just talking out of my ass. But look, the sports watch.
But by the way, Tommy, have a look. That's the dry rot. Okay, just in case you haven't seen some good dry rot there. That's the dry rot there. And the thing about, just full screen, Lord, full screen for me. The thing about the dry rot is that you can smell it here. This is nice hardwood.
Mm-hmm.
Then you smell the dry rot. Oh, it's like mushrooms. It's like a fungus. The nice
Jesus
wood.
Christ.
It's got a nice smell to it. The dry rot, it's like wet socks. Okay, it's the only way I can explain what it smells like. Wet socks. And yeah, I was trying to use Bondo to fix this hole.
Mm-hmm.
No. CB, $10. Archie, I have a Laureate Ferrier piece, unique, coming next 30 days. I do not think it was a brand you like. Look, when I say, okay, look, put it this way, CB, you've got to understand my station in life. I am not somebody who has, if I had 10 Pateks, I'd be looking at something unusual, okay? For me, there's still many Pateks I'd like to get if I had the money. And I've got to be limited in what I do financially, but if you've got an amazing collection, I can understand you're grasping at the next thing. So by all means, I get it. I must admit, the quality, we looked at the quality, Lord. What did you think of the quality? It's pretty fucking amazing. When you look at how the hands, the case, the proportions, it's actually a pretty nice piece.
I'm going to ask you an honest question, Pontiff. Again, with all the respect for Laurent Ferrier as an up-and-coming brand, but in terms of finishing grade 5 titanium, you have seen the new Lange Odysseus and the bracelet and the kind of work they did there. Would you rather have that or this? Money being no object, and that,
Look,
let's say you.
I got to be totally honest with you. I really object to the Odysseus because it's just such a cop-out. It's Richmond had a board meeting and said, we need a sports watch, we need a blue dial, next they're going to bring out a green dial version. They're just having a management meeting. This actually, you look at the fine detail of it, it is, I mean, it's not a brand I would buy, but you look at the finishing on it, it is amazing. The finishing on this shit here is absolutely amazing. Look, I just say, for me, because I'm a lower middle class person, I'd like to collect mainstream. But if you are beyond that, if you're taking a punt, you got a few Pateks, you got a few super Pateks already.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Why not take a punt? But for me, it'd be silly to do that. Put it this way, this is the equivalent. Let me put this into car terms. You've got BMW and Mercedes. They're pretty safe bets. This is like buying a Maserati. It could have massive depreciation, small boutique, but it's going to reward you in ways the mass-produced BMW and Mercedes could never hope to reward you. Does that make sense, Lord?
Absolutely. I mean, again, for Laurent Ferrier, I would have their classic origin, probably. I would have their dress watch if I must buy something in their range. And it is a risk still. But I do agree with your assessment. I think they are the next one to come up.
I mean, there are dogs. What do you think of Moser? Is Moser going anywhere? I don't see. That's kind of.
Moser is just ugly. I mean, I'm sorry, but they're just.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
what
have
about
nothing to say about them.
What about that? I had a friend, Cove at Luxury Watches. He's had a Arnold and Son since he opened his store. It's never he's never had an inquiry on it. It's a terminal brand, but I actually looked at it. It's quite beautiful, but nobody wants it. This is the danger. You go into these smaller brands. If it's small money, it doesn't matter. But when it's massive money, if you're not rich enough to be able to weather the storm, you could be really taking a bath. That's the problem. Neo, $10. Shout out to Thomas Burdett and the punters. Thank you so much there. Bondage and Discipline, we love you so much. $5. I agree with Lord. Look at the Laurent Ferrier Ice Blue Micro Rotor. Let's have a look at that rooted rotor. Bring it up. Bring it up, Arch. Bring it up.
Ooh, that's absolute sex, man.
Admittedly, that is absolute. I like the case proportions. There was an angle I saw on Houdinki where they photographed it. It looked, oh, look at that. That is beautiful, isn't it? Look, beautifully done. I actually like this to that other one you showed me before, that matty type finish.
By the way, you know who Laurent Ferrier is, right?
Yes.
So he is the guy who came third at that race where Paul Newman came second. So he also has, not only the horological heritage, but kind of like the gentlemanly.
Look at that rotor. Look at that rotor there. That is just, and it's the other thing is too. They apparently they do certain things with the screws. Everything is they have. There must be Geneva? Is that Geneva seal? Is it Geneva seal? I think because they follow certain rules of presenting these watches. It's all time consuming stuff there. We've also got. I got another super chat. Let's get the next one here. Orange Grove, $10. Thinking about getting a 5146G this year. What do you think of this reference? What should I look at paying? Orange Grove. So the 5146. That's the annual. It's actually the horological progression of my watch. Mine's the 5035. It was 5035, 5036. Then they went to 5146. 5146 is 39 mils. It's a big size. They've discontinued it, actually. I don't think it's in the current lineup. It's gone. The 5146, I think, is an amazing value. 39 mils, 39 or 39 and a half mils. I love it. I absolutely love these. Look, what do you have to pay for it? Hey, the best way to check out pricing, Orange Grove, is look at your Chrono 24s. These are rising in price. They used to be fairly. I think these are the one that's really popular is the 5396, but I think these are undervalued. I think they're a beautiful watch. I like the traditional layout of the annual calendar. I think they're good buying. They're really good buying. Look, what do you pay for it? Chrono 24 is your pricing guide. That's where you got to go. Chrono 20. Check out Chrono 24. 42. They were cheaper. Go back a while ago. They were 30s. They were in the 30s, even less. But it is what it is. So what do I think of them? I love them. I think they're beautiful. They got great potential. My watch, 5035, wee bit small. This is kind of the perfect version. So I quite like them. I like them. So there you go, Orange Grove. That's my advice to you. CB, $10. I always bought what I was in love with and not thinking to make money. If you buy what you love, how wrong can you go? Look, it depends how rich you are. If you've got to be sensible. Like I see people, what makes me sad is they go into the hobby and they buy things they love. You can only do that if you are really wealthy. CB's like a centurion millionaire, okay? Several $100 million, if not $500 million. The things you decide are different than what somebody who's nowhere near that level of wealth. I still think if you're lower middle class, buy icons, buy the good brands. That's very important. But look, I do agree with you. You should buy what you love. A lot of my Pateks, they're not the hype Pateks. The watches I have I don't really have that many hype watches. What are hype watches? I've got the sub, but it's not the Summit, it's the standard one. So CB, $10. If you remember, Archie, a couple years ago, I suggested you to look at these off mainstream brands. Yes, you did. CB is right. Gun Glutton, $5. Moser are for classless ranch. Look, the model that Clive got, I actually quite like. I must admit, some of the Mosers, I don't hate. They're a different price point. You're looking at all these different price points. Do you like Moser? You said you hate Moser. You said you hate them. They're ugly. But
No, I don't like it.
I think that there are some models that aren't as bad.
Can I bring them up? Can you tell me which model you like, Pontiff, and I can bring it up?
Sure. Let's just type in Moser. Let's see what comes up. Type in Moser. Let's have a look. Moser, H Moser. Okay, let's have a look. The Pioneer. Let's have a look at the Pioneer. Look, how could are those terrible? Look at that green. That green is pretty nice. That's funky.
Is it?
It's just, I don't know if would you hate that? Is that ugly? I mean, it's out there. If you like that green,
that you would buy at a second-class jeweler at the jewelry district here in downtown LA. What the hell is this?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I got to be honest with you. I think with the Mosers that I like more of the traditional type Mosers.
These maybe?
Let me have a look. Yeah, no, not quite. What I like is, I'll show you a beautiful one. Okay, this is a perpetual calendar. Look at this. I'm going to bring this up, okay? I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Look at this. What do you think of this? Is that nice or not?
This looks okay.
It's called an Endeavor. It's an Endeavor. I mean, it's very similar case to the 5146 we were talking about. It's a very similar sort of case.
It's just not an icon, though.
I think this is their kind of more, like, they had that in the blue. Do you like that? Some people, that's that blue with nothing on the dial. It's very surreal. Well, I don't know. Do you like that, or?
I like it more than the other one.
Yeah. It's kind of I kind of like this. Look at this. This is I'm just going to call this up. Sorry, guys. I'm just Viking around here. I'm going to call this up now for you. Look at this. This is on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a perpetual calendar, manual wine, gold. Look at that. It's with the white dial. Okay, I like that. Okay, it's 32,000. Look. It's a perpetual calendar. How does it do it? If it's a perpetual calendar, how does it do all this shit? That's what I don't understand. Where does it do this shit? How does it do perpetual calendar? Month, day? It doesn't. That's not. I think perpetual calendar. How is that a perpetual calendar?
It's
Sorry?
on the case back. When you have the exposition case back, part of the function is there, I think.
Okay. I don't. Oh, okay. I don't quite get it.
You know, it's just a brand that tries too hard. You know, it's just not. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You know. I don't know. Dirk Diggler, $5. Pontiff, I have a new game. Every time you say, I have to be honest with you, we all take a drink. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's have a look. H. Moser. Let's have a look at this. H. Moser. What do we like here? Let's have a look. Let's just called it up. That green. You said you don't like it. Okay, fair enough. This is a small seconds. I think that in some ways that's nice. What do you think? No?
Which one? Pull it up.
Okay. I'm pulling it up now for you, okay? I want you to tell me. Look, it's not my cup of tea. It's a bit ostentatious, right? But some people want to make a statement. It's 26,000 Aussie. What's that? 20,000 US. What do you think of that? Beautifully done movement.
Yeah, the movement.
1 of 50.
What about the face of the watch that you see for the most part?
You tell me. Is it your cup of tea?
It's like a Movado. It's I mean, why pay all that money to have a watch that you
I know what you're saying.
For $200.
But see, some of these independents, they've got this is what they do. That's the starburst. If in a Rolex starburst, you would be telling me how wonderful the starburst is.
Yeah, because it's a fucking Rolex.
Yeah.
No one will think about Moser in 100 years.
Okay, I'm going to pull up one that I think is semi-decent. Can I pull up one that I think it's got some attributes that I don't mind? Okay, I'm going to call one up that I think this could have some legs, okay?
Hey, Archie, while you do that, I got to go air fry some hot dogs, so appreciate y'all having me on here, and I'll see y'all next time.
Thank you so much. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Tell me what you think of that. Is that is that really terrible?
No, I can't hate on that. That's a great classic dress watch look. I can't hate on that.
Yeah, I mean it's simple. I even like the script.
The date is nice. A little too big. The date is a little too big for a dress watch, but
let's have a look at some photos of it. Let's have a look. Nicely done case. I love the rose gold. Just elegant movement. Nice buckle. Nice buckle. Buckle is nice. Manual wind. Classic. It's presented nicely. I do look. I think a lot of people would be very happy with that. No.
Yes. Again,
here, Neo, $10. Do we make opinions as though they are objectively true? People listening may not realize how subjective these comments are. Thank you, Neo. Thank you.
Look, that's become part and parcel of YouTube videos now, that these are subjective opinions. Maybe you have to write that now in every single one of your videos.
Look, personally, Lord, I prefer my 5127 to this.
100%.
Of course, the date display is just too big. It's too big. I mean, it's a great classic dress watch.
Yeah,
look.
I think, Mike, Lord, you're very fussy. You're very, very anti this brand.
Of course,
there's nothing.
So is the subdial, by the way. The subdial is too big too for the second.
Yeah, but it's you just got to accept it at face value and say, that's not a bad watch. If you were given this, would you keep it?
Of course I would.
If a lady gave you this, you'd be grateful, wouldn't you?
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, ladies give nothing, do they?
Do people who like Moser, would they really buy this one though?
Look, You know, Moser, in my country, they're sold through Hourglass, who's a big Patek and Rolex dealer. They kind of get you to buy this shit to kind of win their favors. That's kind of what the brand is. That's why I hated the brand for so long. But, you know, how can you really hate this one here? It's not a Patek. It's unique. It's a Moser. It's their take on a classic dress watch. Is it that bad?
I don't think so, but I wouldn't buy it.
No, I understand. I understand you wouldn't buy it there. It's
Yeah, I mean, it's
for
not
me.
like hideous.
Look, I'm not wealthy enough to seriously buy this sort of shit because how are you going to get out of this fucking thing? Tell me that. Like it's all very good. We're in a rising market, right?
And that's
let me just show you what happens to dogs
as well, right? You know, it's a
Holy
watch that
fuck! Holy fuck! Look at this. I sold it for 32.5.
Holy shit! What's that in American? 48.5.
40 grand, 42.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes way. I fucked that one up, didn't I?
Captain bought that like 8 months ago for like 23 grand American.
Who bought that?
Captain. If you remember who that is.
Yeah, the market's changed. The market, look, all of this shit has gone up.
36, 37 USD.
I want to show you something, okay?
Wow.
This is a watch that Cove has had for fucking...
You got it on David SW too.
Yeah. Here's a look, 64 fucking thousand. Fuck me dead.
Holy shit.
Let me just show you this watch. I want to show you this. I'm going into the archives. Parmigiani, that's another brand. What do you think of Parmigiani? What do you think of Parmigiani?
Not for me.
I actually like their simple dress watch.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I feel the same way about Moser as Parmigiani. I think, you know, this is the watch that Cove has never been able to sell. Look at this. Okay, so this is like 8,000. Cove, you've got to fucking discount this thing. You want to move this fucking thing. You drop the price to cost and you get rid of this fucking thing. If ever you want a reminder of how fickle these watches can be, take a look at this. Cove has had this since his doors opened.
Jesus.
And I got to be honest with you. Cove, sometimes you can't make money on everything. You've got to fucking clear. Look. It is beautiful. Look at this, Lord. Is that beautiful? Look at it. It's all Arnold and Son, London. It's not a... Look at that. Look at the dial. Look at the dial. Look into my eyes, Lord.
I'm not a huge
Look
fan
at that.
of blue dials in general, but that's gorgeous. It looks great.
Okay, it's cheap. It's very cheap. I could get that at cost for you, Lord, if you wanted a favor.
This is, of all favors you can do for me, this is it.
Yeah, that's the way I feel. Baron von Muller, $5. Patek 3445/6, 1970s, 35 mil. I love it. Your thoughts on the piece at 14.5 Aussie, same as the one at European Watch Gallery. Okie dokie. 3445. That's a classic Patek reference. Absolutely. Yeah. It's a I'll just call it up. Let me call it up now for you.
Kind of thing.
Sorry?
Seconds on the sub dial.
Yes, I'll just call it up. Just hang on. Here it is. It's coming up. Watches Patek. This is Shawnee, my good friend. Shawnee's a good friend of mine. I love Shawnee. Now, you notice it's a /6. You know what that means, don't you?
Yes.
You know what that means? So that means it's on a bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this unfortunately is the kiss of death to some of these models. Let me explain what is wrong. The problem is, this has got one of the legendary automatic movements. The 27-460 is a legendary movement, okay? The problem is, it's on a bracelet. You can't add links. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so basically these were sold and they sized them to your wrist when you bought it.
I see. You can make it smaller though, right? Yeah, or not?
They can make it smaller by cutting bits out of it. They've got to cut it out. It doesn't, you can't put it back in easily, okay? That's the problem with these watches. A lot of these have been converted into strap watches, okay?
And so, is that a conversion? Is that
no,
possible?
no. So no. Well, you wouldn't convert you would convert it into a strap, a leather strap. You take the bracelets get fucked, and people convert them into a strap. You understand? They put them onto a leather strap.
But is that an easy conversion? Is that something that can be done easily?
I don't approve of that conversion.
I see.
It's like the best way I could describe it is it's like converting a car to left-hand drive or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
It's sacrilege, okay? Because you want to keep it original. If it was originally a bracelet watch, you want to keep. So the problem is, will it fucking fit you? Okay, that's the big problem. Maldives, £4.50. Oh, pull up FP Tonda GMT Ratrapan. Okay, just hang on 1 minute. I just want to mention the 3445. Now, the funny thing is with this watch here, big problem is you've got to find some bastard who it'll fit. Now, what happened was, see, they used to have a shortage of food. In the 60s, a lot of people were much smaller than they are now. It's the hormones in the fucking chicken, right? And what that does is that fucks with everybody. Now, I got to tell you this, okay? The honest truth is it's a disaster because the reason I tell you it's a disaster, I'm going to pull something up for you. I want you to see this, okay? I want you to see this. I'm going to pull it up. Just hang on. Just bear with me. Stop screen. I'm going to show you something that is the reason. So let's jump onto Chrono. So if you want to ask, is that good value? My answer to that is it good value? It's actually exceptionally good value. It's a really good price. The problem is, does this bastard fit you? Now, let's look at this. See this here? If it was on a leather strap, it's worth considerably more than the gold bracelet. Why is that so? Because when it was brand new, the bracelet version would have been so much more expensive. You know why that is so? Because it doesn't fucking fit. It doesn't fucking fit. Do you understand? It doesn't fucking fit. No fucker can fit this fucking thing on. And it's a masculine watch. It's not a lady's watch. It's a fucking men's watch. So these are 1960 vintage. I don't know if you noticed this, but in an E-Type Jaguar, they're made for short British men because they had no food in the fucking Depression. They were starved fuckers and it stunted their growth. That's the reason. If you go to medieval Britain, you look at the old Tudor houses from 500 years ago, they're fucking low. And that's because they were small. They didn't have the nutrients. There was no vitamins. They died. And this is the problem with this watch. Will it fucking fit? The funny thing is, if this watch was on a bracelet, they're actually more valuable. Do you notice that? But the worst thing is having a conversion. Okay? I don't like conversions. Look, if the watch fits you, it's a fucking bargain. However, what are you going to do if it doesn't fit? That's the problem. Have you ever tried wearing a pair of shoes two sizes too small? Have you ever tried to do that?
In my youth, actually, I had to do that a couple of times, and it's not the most
fucking awful. It's awful. It's really.
And I want to add something also. You know, look,
green room's here. Look, green room's here. Hey, you want to talk, green room?
Hey, green room.
Hey guys. Hi, Lord. Look, I've just got my coffee here. I'm ready to talk watches.
Nice. So as long as as much as I appreciate.
Hey, by the way, the Dungeons asked if you could make a few appearances. They felt that you were feeling that the dungeon was beneath you, and I said no. That's definitely Green Room's not like that, and I assured them that you would come and visit soon.
Well, I think that Plastic needs to worry about himself and his family before freaking out and micromanaging everyone on this bloody stream. Okay?
Yes.
There, I said it. I'm bringing you the drama, Archie. You understand that?
Baron von Mueller, $5. I actually want it for the gold bracelet. Yes, it fits like a glove and feels wonderful on the wrist. Solid gold paddock. 14.5 thousand. No, if it fits, buy the fucking thing.
That's it. Yeah, that's all you need to know.
The reason why it's cheap is that a lot of fat cunts who like paddock are fat and old, and that doesn't fit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I was
It's
gonna
like
say,
it's like when I went to the Mercedes dealer. I said, you know what? By the time I can afford one of these things, I'm fat. The door's got to be bigger for me to get into, not for young and good looking. When I was young and good looking, I didn't have any money.
I was gonna just say that certain watches I appreciate more on a leather strap, but if that's Baron's personal preference, why not? Just go for it. But for me, a Reverso or a Calatrava, that's just better on a leather strap.
Funnily enough, the new Paddocks that are on a bracelet, they're very valuable because they now got a screws. You can add links. Whereas that other one where you had to cut the bracelet. I got a friend, I got a good guy who's a good fan of the channel. He has got a perpetual calendar, perpetual calendar, not a perpetual calendar chronograph, just a perpetual calendar, which is also on a fucking bracelet. And it's worth substantially less than if it was on a strap because it doesn't fucking fit anyone. You see what I mean? That's the problem. People have become fat. We like food. We like to pig out. We want to eat pastries in the back of our BMW. We want to eat sausage rolls with sauce. We want the works. Do you understand? That's what we want. We want sausage rolls. We want pastries. We want flaky crusts. We want it. We want it, man. We want the carbs.
Enjoy life, man.
By the way, Plastic fucking organized that torture for me. I got to eat in my Beamer today.
What do you think about that, Green Room? Is that punishment enough? Is that too severe?
Well, I think it's fair. I don't think poor Dodger deserved that yesterday,
Yeah. Believe you me, this is a very painful punishment. This is not fun for me. Okay? Let me say that to you. This is not a fun day for me in the least.
Archie, can I tell you something dramatic?
Yep, please do.
I'm thinking about getting rid of this.
What?
Getting rid of what?
This.
Why?
What the fuck?
First of all, I just want to say that I love the way the watch looks and feels. But ever since I got this watch, it has brought me nothing but bad luck.
Are you serious or are you joking me?
I'm not. I know a lot of people know me as a funny guy, but I'm being serious.
Like, how do you mean bad luck? Like what?
I had 3 instances. I'm only going to tell you about one.
Yeah.
The most recent instance was the food poisoning with that kebab that I had. I don't want to go into too much.
What are you doing? Dumpster diving? Fuck me dead. You dumpster dive on your own terms, Green Room.
And you don't. Look, this it's just brought me tremendous bad luck in many areas of my life ever since I got this watch, and I think I want to return it to Cove at Luxury for what I paid for it, because it's just. I'm being absolutely serious. It has brought me nothing but bad luck, and it's a beautiful watch. Yes, I'm 100%.
Wait, all of this because you had some bad kebabs?
No. So there were 2 other big reasons which I don't really want to get into. I'm sorry if I'm pissing anyone
Well,
off.
let's talk about the bad kebabs. I mean, you just went to a cheap restaurant. What's wrong with that? Once every so often you flush things out, you feel better now. So
You're not dead, but can you think? Look at the positive side. You had the watch on and you didn't fucking die. He could have died. I could have died.
I could have died.
It saved his life. Look at it as a positive. Maybe this watch, he had bad food, and the watch stopped him from dying.
I got this watch. Look, the kebab is the smallest of the three big reasons, the three big pillars. Okay, and again, I'm sorry if I'm pissing anyone off. I'm not going to get into the other two. They're too personal for the shroom.
Okay, Green. How about this? But I'm saying this as a vegan. How about you sacrifice the quail instead for this? You know, for a renewal of karma.
I mean, look.
Why sell a Rolex? Sacrifice the
very quickly. I got a super chat. Renee Della Pans, €5. Archie, you make the rules. You don't obey them. You are the pontiff. Don't eat in your car. I've got to be honest with you. I want the Dodger back. I want the Dodger back. I have done wrong. And I got to tell you this, guys. I'm actually going to be ending this stream a bit earlier today. You know why?
Okay.
Actually, you can run it for the last half hour because I need to go and pick up some pastries in the Beamer.
Okay, I'll do that happily.
Bondage and discipline, $10. Forgive me, Pontiff, but I bought a two-tone Breitling chronomat with black mother-of-pearl dial for the Vegas tour in October. Why is it surprisingly so good and fun? You know what? The funny thing is, I don't think that's terrible. Two-tone Breitling chronomat. I mean, seriously, if you're going to buy something loud and obnoxious, is it really bad as a chronomat? Like that's okay. Breitling is very shiny. I reckon it's good value. You know what?
How about we reverse the terms of that question? What could be worse, possibly? Like how much worse can you get than a two-tone Breitling in terms of?
Look, it's still got great fundamentals. Like if you buy this to be it's like those Mosers we were looking at, that Starburst dial. If you're going somewhere, it's not a sleeper watch. Do you understand? I think realistically, two-tone chronomat, the fundamentals are still. It's a Breitling. It's a decent watch. What a great memory. It's so fucking obnoxious. It's kind of cool. I wouldn't actually. I don't think it's as bad. Dirk Diggler, $5. I thought from all the Australian kangaroo meat you Aussies ate, you guys would have an iron gut. Do you all follow rugby? A lot of the kangaroo meat is exported to Russia, and a lot ends up as pet food.
Quick thing, Pontiff. We missed Maldives' request in the super chat, which was to look at the first Parmigiani Fleurier GMT.
Okay, sorry. Yes, sorry. Bring that up. I got to be totally honest with you here. It's not a watch I would buy, but the finishing. Look how the bracelet meets the clasp. I mean the head. Beautifully done. Oh, look at that rotor, micro rotor. Look at the little rose gold accents. I would have to say, fucking beautiful. What do you think, Lord?
I love it. I actually love it.
Would I buy it? No, I wouldn't buy one, but you got to admit this is, you know what? I think sometimes in life, I got to tell you this, bondage and discipline, sometimes in life, it's good to have fucking way out there watches. Just go and enjoy yourself. It's like you get a beater car on a trip, or you buy, just a car, it's not a long time thing, but it's just to have the fun. Sometimes you want to have a cabriolet. I mean, I don't think I could honestly recommend this to anyone, right? But it is beautifully done, Lord. See, I would say to normal people, buy middle class watches. Middle class. This is something that somebody who has a lot of... I wouldn't recommend you to buy this if you don't have a Patek already. A couple of Pateks. By the way, Green Room, there's a number of things you can do to get rid of the bad curse. Can I tell you a story?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah.
Okay, this is no bullshit. I swear to God. So I remember when I got my first 5107, right? It actually came from a pilot from the Middle East. He was a commercial pilot from the Middle East, and I developed an ass fetish. Right? Another thing that happened was I bought this watch. It was a Datejust 16220 white dial. I bought it from the widow. And she told me her husband had died. He liked golf. And I said to her, did he happen to be wearing this watch when he died? And she burst out in tears.
Okay.
But you know something? Green room, what you got to do is you got to talk to your watch and say to it, look, I know you've had a hard time. I'm going to look after you and make sure we have some good you got to re-anoint it. So what you do, are you a Catholic? What religion are you?
I suppose Church of England, I suppose.
High Church of England or Low Church of England?
I have no idea, Archie. I'm only a young, Zoomer.
Okay, so what we do is, it's simple then. You go to a Catholic church. You go to a Catholic church. They've got the water. You dip the watch in and take it out. That'll get rid of any of the satanic curses.
The holy water.
Okay, you go to a Catholic church. Dip it in. Take it out. Okay?
That's what the oyster case was made for.
Exactly. The next thing you do is, right? The next thing you do is you've got to do this honestly. You got to say, right, I'm going to do some act of kindness for other people. You got to do something nice. Okay. The next thing you do is you say, I want this watch to bring me good luck. You've just got to will it. And I tell you honestly, don't be suckered in. I've had other things that have happened too with watches. When I had that watch that the guy died, by the way, it had his sweat all built into it because it had a Jubilee bracelet. He collected dirt and sweat from him. And let me say this to you. I had urge to play golf. I never really wanted to play golf, but I had this crazy desire to play golf. I don't know why. I hadn't played golf since I was in year 10. Does that make sense?
I think I haven't played golf since I was in year 10.
Hop on smash, $2. Burn some sage or splash. Just dip it in the holy water. Go to a Catholic church, right? The other thing is too, you've also got, it's how you look at it. Is the glass half empty or half full? Maybe this watch saved you from dying. It's like this. There was a story, right? This guy's in the desert, and he prays to Jesus. Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me. And what happens is Jesus sends a helicopter. There's a helicopter flying over, and he says, "No, I'm waiting for Jesus to save me." Then he meets a nomadic traveler. No, I'm waiting for Jesus to save me. Then he meets someone in a hot air balloon, and he goes, No, I'm waiting for Jesus. Then he dies. Then he says to Jesus, why didn't you save me? And Jesus says, I sent bloody a helicopter, a balloon, and a traveler. What more can I do? Sometimes you got to read the signs, Green Room.
Exactly.
Actually, I don't know what the fuck you're on about, but this is a funny comment. I like this one.
Yes, thank you.
Ooh.
Green Room, is the curse of the toilet king. The only way to break it is to remove all references and images of him from the intro.
Hey, Arch.
What's happening?
What's going on?
What are you doing,
Arch?
man? Hey, I got to tell you, Tim.
Yeah.
Tim,
Yeah.
I got to eat a shit sandwich because of you. I got to eat. You Instead of backing me up, you egged me on, and I burnt Dodger. I got to eat in my Beamer thanks to you.
Arch, I was the one who encouraged you to apologize to Dodger. I'm the one. I think, you know what? I think there's a coup afoot. People who did not invent the dungeon trying to make claim over the dungeon that they didn't invent. You know what? I think some people got big egos, man. It's like with Marcelo time, you know? I helped Marcelo set up the whole fucking thing. Bunch of these cunts jump on, and they think that they are the ones who invented the fucking thing. I don't get it.
Where are you going now? Where are you going now at night? What are you doing?
Going home. I'm going home, and then I'm going to put a bunch of fighters in place. You know what I'm saying?
What's happened? What's happened with your wife? Is she okay?
No, she's not okay. Her father is very ill.
When's she going? When's she going?
She's going tomorrow. I'm taking her. So right after I put a bunch of these fighters in place, I'm going to take my wife to the airport tomorrow because she has to fly to Korea.
When are you going now?
Oh, look, I'm gonna look at what's best. You know, I don't want to be in the way there. You know, because it's I might be in the way. You know what I mean? I don't want to. He's not terminally ill. He's just a little bit sick. But my wife, she really loves her father. She wants to be with him. So yeah, it kind of sucks. It fucking sucks. And it fucking sucks that people will take this situation that I'm going through to try and undercut me. You know what I mean? They saw that I was going through a tough time with the wife, and they use it as an opportunity to stir up bullshit behind my back, say that I was the one who egged you on. I was telling you that you don't even know who Badger is. I said that, listen, man, if Archie knew who Dodger is, he wouldn't be saying what he was saying. I was the one who told you to make the video, apologizing for what you did, you know?
It was, it was almost opposite. It was almost opposite. If anyone was passive, it was me, not him.
Yeah, I want to see where these guys who are making these accusations, where are they now? What are they doing? What are they doing to help this channel? What are they doing to help the dungeon?
Nothing.
Exactly. You know, there's a lot of people who talk big talk, but they don't put in no fucking legwork. I'm out here, Arch. I'm out here networking with Kelly Yoke, trying to get you a whiskey sponsorship. That's right. I was talking to, that's right. That's right, Fikers. What was I doing? I was trying to get a whiskey sponsorship for ArchieLuxury and Tim Wright. We don't want to just be, relying on the whiskey donations from our viewers. We want to have, a really good whiskey brand sending us whiskey so that, to help the show.
Perf Luxury's gone away. We've got to find a new one. Perf's gone.
Exactly.
That one.
Exactly.
Tim, what do you think about them pandering to and providing a platform to people like Higgins? What do you think about that?
I think that just serves to undermine the whole thing. Higgins said that he would have taken down my YouTube channel if he wanted to. He was just not in the mood to do it. So I don't understand why they would provide the platform so that he would do what? What's the plan? I don't understand.
We have some super chats coming in, guys.
NATO, $8.
Hop on Smash.
Quit. Sorry, hop on Smash, $2. Timmy, good hanging earlier. Thank you. And I've also got NATO, $8. Quit doubting Timmy. He's the man. Yeah, I think
NATO.
Timmy's pretty good. Let's be
I was
honest
freaking
there.
networking. I just spent, a huge shout out to Hop on Smash. He got me 2 beers. He got me some snacks. I didn't need anything whole day. He fed me, and then he sent me to this event. I'm not making any money. I'm looking to make long-term deals. I was spruiking our channels, Art. I was spruiking the channels, trying to get. I'm trying to, make these live streams a little more sustainable. Because, super chats they're great, but they come and go. There's a good day. There's a fucking shit day. And what do you do when it's a bad day? You know, what do you don't eat?
Yeah, well, okay, no worries. Speaking of eating, I'll be eating in my Beamer today. I got a special footage. I'm going to be actually putting it on the horology dungeon tonight. Okay? I'll be going out in the Beamer in less. I'm going to be leaving in an hour, just under an hour. An hour's time from now, I will be warming up the Beamer to go and get some pastries. And they've made me eat flaky pastries, not even fucking chips, Timmy. I got to get flaky fucking pastry. Flaky fucking pastry.
You get that pastry, Arch, you eat and you laugh in their face because they're not going to take us down. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I need to get Dodger back. He does a lot of work for the channel. I was, look, it's okay.
Yeah,
Timmy,
we're gonna get Dodger back. I love Dodger. Dodger, he's
did you send my regards to your wife?
I did, Arch.
Yeah.
You know what else I did?
What's that, man?
When I was at the Swatch event, when I was doing one of the live streams, I met one of the fans, and there was this little girl with her father. The father was a fan of the show, and the girl always watches her father. Yeah, and because Swatch totally spiked up the whole release, they were injured and they had to leave early. You know what I did?
Oh no!
I wrote the letter to the CEO. I provided all the links. They're gonna invite them to a Swatch store event. They're gonna make it right.
That's beautiful, Timmy.
Just trying my best, Arch.
Yeah.
Just trying my best.
Super chat.
Super chat. Mike's the snake $2. Sob, Sirocco, and Plastic need to apologize. Well, look. Let's just forget the apologies. I'm going to go and get some beautiful pastries. I'm going to enjoy. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn this into the best picnic in the Beamer that you could ever imagine. I'm going to take my teddy bear. I might even take some beverages in the Beamer. What do you reckon? Beverages? Beamer beverages. I'm going to drink, eat,
get the potato chips. The potato chips.
Sugary.
Not push it, Timmy. Okay. Not push it too bad for you there.
All right.
Yeah, that's amazing. Just 1 minute, guys. Keep talking. Of
course.
Lord, and
how are you doing, man?
I'm really. Hey, you know what? I'm fucking working my ass off over here, and I hear that the snakes in the back planning a coup. So it's really nice to hear that you had my back.
Yeah, the egos are out of control, and especially with the fake humility and supposed relaxedness, it's very interesting in terms of the contrast. That it's out of proportion.
Yeah, the guys who don't do anything, they're not even here. Where are they? Where's the content that they're making for the community? Not doing nothing. Just go there, where then when they wake up, half asleep, talk a bunch of nonsense. They probably didn't even watch the ArchieLuxury live stream. That's why their accusations don't even make any sense. They should watch the fucking live streams and stop spending so much time in the dungeon. You know what I mean? When the dungeon is not live, watch the bloody live stream. I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
it's disrespectful.
Arch,
how can anyone?
Maldives, £9. Arch, get a milkshake for the car meal.
Thank you, Maldives.
Thank you, Maldives. That's a great suggestion.
I love Maldives. I love Maldives. How can those guys make that kind of that those accusations are so ridiculous? Because anyone who have watched that live stream would have seen that I was trying to save the whole situation. I don't understand it. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts, guys. I'm here totally wet, working for nothing. People try to stab me in the back. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, Lord. I cannot believe it. Archie has to eat the set and eat shit sandwich. Arch, let me eat in. I'll order Uber, and I'll eat food in the Uber for you instead of you. What do you reckon?
Don't get caught. No, don't get caught. No, Timmy, that's okay. I gotta do. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. I gotta eat in the Beamer. I gotta eat in the Beamer. That's as simple as that. I gotta eat in the Beamer, Arch. Eat in the Beamer. Eat in the Beamer.
The Beamer.
Eat in the Beamer.
Are you gonna be careful not to make too much? What's it called?
Timmy,
not too much mess.
I'm taking the teddy bear with me in the Beamer.
Yeah. The teddy bear is gonna make sure you don't make too much mess.
Yeah. And Timmy, I've decided, Timmy, we're going to be using this plate here, the Royal Albert, the fine china in the Beamer as well.
Are you gonna bring some tea for tea and tickers?
Yes.
For tea and tickers.
Yes, we're gonna have the tickers. The
tickers mug.
Settle down. Settle
down. I think that's what the snakes should do. They should settle down. Before making rash accusations.
Look, Archie, I just want to say one thing, and to me, it's written on the wall. There is an upcoming civil war. Upcoming civil war within the pro Archie people. Okay, there can only be one winner, and it's going to be decided at the main event. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Oh shit! Is that like Avengers Civil War? Is that equivalent of ArchieLuxury Civil War?
The horological equivalent, and Tim knows what I'm talking about. And that's going to be a battle you will never forget.
Let the war begin. Let the best men win. How many men enter? Like 28, 29?
30.
30 men enter. One will exit.
I can't really say much more than that at this point, but you will not want to miss it.
It'll be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath. When are we selling the tickets?
Muffin, $10. Tim, hurry up and finish explaining the drama so Archie can pull up my email.
He's talking about the video he sent you, I think.
Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up. Pull it up, Arch.
That's the Obama video, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Is that the one?
Well, I don't mean.
Actually, unfortunately, that Obama video, it can't be played in my country. It comes up with the uploader has not made this video because it's a CNN. CNN, and if you want to run it, Lord, you can run it. Do you want to run it? I'll send you the link in the private. I'll put the private. I'll run it. I'll send it to you now. Okay. I'll put it in the private. Okay. Here we go. It's in the private chat.
Very smart, Arch.
There we go. See if you can run that, Lord.
Of course, I will try to pull it up. Let's see it. This is, wow, it's like a half an hour video, 37 minutes 46. I'm not sure if we can do this.
We're good time.
No, it's a bit long. What's the point? Just quickly, what is he trying? Maybe it's another one he sent me. Let me find it. I'll just check my email.
Find another one, Arch. Find another video, Arch.
Yeah.
Find another video, Arch.
Not the videos, it says now. By the way, you missed a super chat by Zhao Wei. Which Rolex are you after?
Yeah.
Well, I think I made the mistake of buying a second Rolex. I think I only needed one. I think I'm just happy with my old 72 date.
Oh my God, you're joking, aren't you?
I think I'm just happy with the date just. Okay.
Yeah.
You serious?
That can't be true.
I betrayed the date just by buying a second one or a second Rolex.
I mean, some people can't cope with the pressure, Pontiff. You have to admit it. It's just he couldn't carry the OP36.
Guys, I couldn't even look. If you guys believe this bad luck that I've had, the kebab was the least worst of the three things that happened to me. There was vomit and other stuff everywhere. Okay, all over the bathroom. It was nasty. That's the least worst thing of the three things that happened. Okay, I'll tell you after the stream.
Green room.
It's fucking bad. It's
Green
fucking
room.
bad. Yeah, hey man. Hey Tim.
Green room. When is the wristwatch buying regret video come?
Sorry?
Actually, look at this, guys. This is amazing. I'm going to share this with the screen. Guess what, guys? He sent me some wonderful real estate in Japan. This is in Japan.
What the fuck does this have to do with anything?
Look at this. This is because I want to move to Japan. Look at this. One bedroom apartment, $170,000. That's not terrible.
He was supposed to send that to Marcelo, Arch. That's the wrong email. He was sending that to Marcelo.
Why Marcelo's holding up?
These are nice, simple houses. You can have. Look at this, some beautiful. You know what? I think I was just renting Japan. I don't know if I want to buy anything. I would just rent. Ocean views.
Arch, buy house in Japan, Arch.
My wife gave up her Japanese citizenship. That's the problem. She's not a.
And you get yours, and she gave up hers. That's a perfect.
Yes.
That's a perfect opportunity for you to get yours. She doesn't have one. You get one. That way, it's a switcheroo. She can't come back. She can't chase you down to get your patent.
I love Japan. Is amazing. Japan is amazing. I'd love to live in. Look at these some nice places in Japan. Oh, there we go. I found the log cabin of my dreams. I always love a Colorado log cabin. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Who the fuck would live in that? What do you think of that? Okay, it's $500,000. Okay, that's it. Not cheap, but
that's a Trapper John's house.
That's Trapper John. Look at this. Look at that. This is amazing. This is absolutely.
Ripper chat.
Look at that. And that's where I've seen a porno made in this house. You know that?
I'm sure you did.
Look. Oh, it's got the hooks as well for dunking. The dunking. Look at that. That's for they dunk you over the table there. Look at that.
Is that where they dunk you, Art?
Look at this little chair. This is amazing. I'd love to. This looks amazing.
I'm gonna get halal. I'm depressed.
No, don't do it, Tim.
Ooh, real New York shit there. You're getting halal?
Halal.
Nice.
Pound the drums, $5.
Tim,
does Arch know I sent you a super chat yesterday and did not super chat the Pontiff yesterday? If not, don't tell him.
Oh, I'm
not going to tell him.
That's the original. That's the halal guys.
Yeah. This is the one across from Radio City Hall. Look at this. It's the OG, the best one, the best of the best. It's as good as it gets, guys.
Yeah, send my regards. Tell them Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Isaiah.
That works too. It's the month.
And look at they got a place for the dogs as well. A special health for the dogs there. Look at that.
Oh, shout out to Truffle.
Shout out to Truffle. Look at that. You could keep Truffle. I could keep Truffle.
Yeah.
In Japan with me. Look at that.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
I tell you what, I can't wait to start traveling around and seeing things again.
Arch, we're gonna go to get this halal right here. This is it. The best food. Shout out to NATO. NATO wanted me to get this for months. I had it before. But...
Are you getting chicken over rice? Are you getting a combo? Are you getting?
I'm gonna get a combo.
Extra bread.
Yeah, combo with the bread. Yeah. I'm gonna stay away from the bread.
And how much sauce? How much hot sauce can you actually take?
Oh, I want extra hot sauce. A little bit of white sauce, but extra hot sauce.
How many lines? How many lines?
At least 10 lines. At least 10 lines.
Wow, that's some real shit.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Hey man, Archie man, is there going to be like a donation incentive to have like hundreds of thousands? You know, you put on the white bread, the rainbow coloured. Are they called hundreds of thousands? You know what I'm talking
Hundreds
about.
and thousands. Yeah.
How much for that?
Yeah.
Can we pull it up?
Hundreds and thousands. No, the food has already been set. I've been told a pastry, a pasty, a sausage roll, and a pie need to be consumed in the back of the car.
We want this picnic to be extravagant. We could make money from this. And by we, I mean you.
Yeah.
By me, I mean, you know, do nothing.
I'm not allowed to eat butter. Okay.
Who made Archie eat this stuff in the car?
Yeah. Well, look. If it gets Dodger back, it's worth it. Okay. If I can get Dodger back.
Dodger, come back.
Did he agree?
Dodger.
You can have all the kebabs.
Dodger said he'd come back.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
It's
love
all
that.
cool. We can run the gag. We can run the gag. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to put teasers all over my channel, and then the real video is on.
Can I get chicken over rice? Spicy. And extra hot sauce. A little bit what? Extra. Extra. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, don't push it, Tim. I won't cook it correctly now.
Look, man, I mean, they see his face and they want confirmation, you know? They don't want to give in immediately to extra spice.
Ezekiel.
Right.
What does Ezekiel mean?
Are these the best kebabs you've had? Are these good kebabs?
This is as good as it gets. This is the best in the probably in the world.
Green room should try one.
Okay.
Yeah, green room. You like kebabs, don't you? Are you sure it was the kebab that made you sick?
I'm 100%. I'm 100%.
Did you go back to them or not?
Look, I was hoping maybe I could get you to call them up and you know, give them your treatment to them. You know.
And what did they say to you? You haven't gone there. You haven't said.
No, I
anything.
haven't. Okay, I probably won't. I'm not. Maybe you can call them for me on my behalf.
How sick were you?
Well, if you weren't listening to me earlier, I mean, there was vomit
Vomiting?
all over the bathroom. I don't want to go into other details of it, but it was, you know, vomiting and other stuff at the same time. Okay, it was bad. It wouldn't go down the fucking drain. It was the kebab was still.
Okay, we don't. I'm going to have to eat pasties soon. Can we just not?
I'm going to call you up in the middle of that backyard picnic in your BMW and give you the real details. Okay. It was bad, and this is the least worst thing of the three things that happened to me because of this fucking watch. Okay. Beautiful watch. It looks beautiful. It feels great. It's just unlucky. That's all.
Would you get a date just instead of that?
I already have a date just, Archie, and I did the wrong thing by getting a second Rolex. You know that?
Hop on Smash $2. Archie, call KO Place as Green Room's angry dad.
My son could have died. Right. I think I need to settle down a bit.
Was it a good kebab, but was it tasty?
No, it was 5 out of 10. It was average. It was passable.
Oh, fuck.
It was $12.
Jesus.
You know, you should pay at least half of that to get a poison kebab in the city here. Could have saved money.
Another one.
JT, $5. Arch Dodger said he'd stay as a panelist, but he still doesn't want the keys. He's adamant about that. Eating in the car. Well, that's okay. At least it smooths it over. Okay, that's okay. Dodger's cool. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Cool.
Dodger's the best. Along with
Dodger's
Mrs.
great.
Dodger.
Mrs. Dodger and Dodger are the best. Seriously.
Yeah,
Salt of the earth. Salt of the earth.
they are the best. They're the best assets to that channel. They're the best.
They are. They are fantastic people. I love them. Okay.
Dodger is the dungeon. Dodger is the dungeon. There is no dungeon without the Dodger.
Correct.
I gotta
He's
tell
the
you
OG
what,
dungeon
guys.
dweller.
Yes, sir.
It's I gotta say, man, it's really quite. It's really quite.
Ezekiel.
I'm saddened. I thought you would love that watch. You understand? green room?
Look, I had like a 2-day honeymoon with the watch. I loved it, and then the unlucky things started happening. Okay, so it's a beautiful watch. It feels
Why don't you
fantastic.
take the watch off and see if your luck improves then? Okay.
Yeah, good point. Okay.
Give it to the
Give it a
quail
break.
for a week. Let's see, test it. If the quail
I
gets
did give it
bad
to the
luck,
quail for a week.
yeah, we'll see how the quail goes.
Here
If
we go.
anything bad
PG,
happens-
$5. Archie bought a 17014. That's a oyster quartz with a white gold bezel. Black dial has turned into my everyday watch. So cool. Yeah, they are very cool. Very cool. Integrated bracelet.
There we go.
Lovely piece. Well done. Good watch. Pull it up. Pull it up, Lord. Just bring it up.
There
Pull it up, Lord.
Yeah. I love them. I
Nice.
love them. I love them. White dial, black dial. They're just beautiful watches. Just.
And especially the integrated oyster and the integrated presidential bracelets are just really, really beautiful. But this is great too.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Archie, what headset
Next
are you? Have you ordered the headset? Oh, sorry.
Doc BBC $2. I love everything about Japan except Rady. Doc is always fussy. Nothing makes him happy. He's always.
Well, what's
always
wrong
something.
with some? Wait, what's wrong with a little bit of radiation in your life? We all need it, no?
Guys, I gotta go home. I'll see you in about an
Okay,
hour.
man.
Okay, on the after show.
Thank you so much, man.
Love you guys.
Be good. Be good.
Watch, Lord, watch my back. The snakes are out in full force.
I will have your back in more ways than one, Tim. Don't worry about it.
I got to tell you guys, that's just absolutely. Do you believe that stuff about the luck? What's this crap that green room sprouting here? Do you ever believe in luck? Do things have?
I'm still on the
I do,
panel.
but he needs to sacrifice that quail before selling or giving back a Rolex. He must be mad. He needs to sacrifice the quail to bring.
Can items give you good or bad luck? Tell me that, Lord. I find that hard to believe.
Well, don't you think that? Well, we were just talking about this earlier in the pre-show we did on the ArchieLuxury channel on Louis Vuitton, and you were talking about how you want to, whenever you write something important or sign something, you want to
use a nice pen.
Yeah. So if you think that has an effect on how you feel, that's all that matters. You know, bad luck, karma, and whatever else you want to name it, that's something else. But it makes you feel a different way, no?
You're right. You're right.
Okay, Stud Muffin has another super chat. Pontiff?
Stud Muffin, $10. Okay, last one for today. Please pull up the email. Nobody interrupt. Okie dokie. I'll get this one here. Let's get this one.
All right, let's do Stud Muffin's email.
He's a good guy.
Indeed.
Yeah, I haven't bought any headphones yet. I've been I think I got to stop the spending. That's partly my problem has been.
Well, you have to buy
spending.
headphones. You have to buy them.
You reckon? Why is that?
I've been in that position before where your headphones are falling off on one side. Look, just pay the piper. Actually, pop into JB Hi-Fi or whatever, and just buy the headphones they've got there. Or
How
whatever.
much are they?
Well, I got these ones recently. They're fantastic. The sound's great. I paid $60. Look, this is one of those expenses you just have to pay.
I don't know. I think
you're gonna go crazy with that thing coming off all the time. Trust me.
I think it adds.
You're going crazy already.
No. I think it adds a special swagger, a certain je ne sais quoi to the show. Like, you know, this headphone hanging out like that. It's special.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Well, we'll just keep it like that then.
Here we go, guys. Let's run the video. Hey, this is a video. I haven't seen this in years. You know this? Nagoya. Let's run the video.
Hello, I'm ArchieLuxury coming to you live from Nagoya, Japan. And this is quite an amazing city. I got to tell you what, Japan is like nothing you've ever
I wore the reverso, by the way.
And I tell you what, I've seen a fair bit of shit in my life. And this is, you ever wondered what would society be like if everybody was a good egg? If 99% of people were good eggs, if 99% of people tried hard, and no matter what job they had, whether it was picking up papers from the pavement or driving a taxi cab, they tried their best, what would the city be like? What would the country be like? And Japan is very much like that. It's absolutely amazing. And yes, everything is just behind me there, just not in their blood. But I don't speak terribly much Japanese. Konnichiwa and orangutan hiroshi. But if only the women are just beautiful.
It's a bit cringeworthy here, guys.
Japan is absolutely amazing.
I'm amazed. Okay, it was great. It was great. You get the idea.
I just love it. I love it, man. I love this country. If only I spoke a bit of Japanese, I could flirt with them and ask them for coffee at Starbucks and take the Shinkansen somewhere to some love motel somewhere. But anyhow, that is the sad reality. That is God, these things are just delightful there. But I gotta tell you, there, it's a very beautiful city. I love it. I love it. This is Nagoya. I'm in Nagoya. Been Explore channel. It's a new channel. I'm starting soon. Well, I've sort of half-assed started it. I got to add content, and it's just amazing. Everything about Japan is it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. You never seen anything like it. Absolutely amazing. And so clean, it's so tidy, it's so organized. It's just so Japan. ArchieLuxury signing out from Nagoya, Japan.
There you go, guys. What did you think of that? Japan. I gotta go to Japan, man. I'm sick of it. I hate it here. I hate it. Tommy, when are you?
What's up?
Tommy, when are you traveling? What are you doing? Tell me this.
Honestly, I have no plans, but I'd love to go somewhere.
Yeah. It's you guys are free, aren't you? You can go anywhere you want, aren't you?
I think so. I'll go anywhere. I really want to go to Australia, to be honest with you. I've never been there.
You coming? Come. I'll look after you.
That'd be great.
So just out of interest, the restrictions for Singapore. Singapore has transitioned to a new vaccinated travel framework. If you're fully vaccinated and haven't visited a restricted category destination, you can enter Singapore quarantine free. You still need a negative pre-departure test taken 2 days of your departure for Singapore. For Singapore, you'll need to complete a Singapore arrival card and purchase travel insurance. Okay, that's okay. That's cool. That's Singapore.
A couple of super chats.
Here we go. Super chats. Hop on, smash $2. Some people just aren't Dungeon Master material. And the real Neville, $5. Arch, thoughts on the rose gold Cartier Drive moon phase?
Let's see. Let's pull that up.
Just quickly, Tim Remington, 610 yen. Come to Japan. I'm sure Marcelo will treat you to a feast. You betcha. But do you have any idea how expensive it is to travel to Marcelo's store in Japan and make my way there? It's probably not worth the feast. The drive, let's bring it up. Oh, that is actually a really nice watch. What do you think? It's beautiful.
It's very
How
nice.
much is it? How much is it?
I like the dial decoration there too. I think they're out of stock now, but it was like 20K. Okay, 19 and a half.
See, the only problem is, do you do that or do you go secondhand Calatrava?
I would go for a Calatrava. Yep. Or precious metal reverso. In fact, that's where it's at for me, anyways.
Yes. Yeah. I got to be honest with you. It's a beautiful watch. I love the Gillis shape. Look at that dial with a moon phase.
The dial is really decorated nicely. Yeah. And I like all the blue accents with the watch, including the cabochon, the night sky, and the hands.
Classic.
The only problem is, as I said there, would you want this or a second-hand 5196? What do you think?
I would get the 5196.
Because Cartier's not discounting anymore. You wouldn't be able to get a discount on that, would you? Well, you can't. It's full price, isn't it? Full sticker?
Wow.
No, not from the boutique anyways. And I'm sure they're clamping down on the other supplies as well to the authorized dealers. Do they even have them anymore? Do they have ADs for Cartier watches at this point?
I thought they're going boutique. They're really pushing the boot. There are dealers, but they don't get the full range.
Right. Increasingly, there are a lot more boutique exclusive models, right? Like these new Santos Dumont, for example.
And I think that something in precious metal would probably be boutique only as well.
I see.
So there's no discount.
Yeah.
It's an interesting equation. I love it, but don't you? What do you think? Isn't that a beautiful, just a modern? See, dress watches, are they dying when they release stuff like that?
He's, by the way, adding in the person who super chatted says that I already have a reverso duo face and my wrist is too big for the Calatrava. I got 15% off. That's not such a bad deal.
That's pretty good. Green Room, would you get another type of watch? What maybe that watch just isn't for you. Well, what else would you get?
Well, I really like some type of reverso, but I think really I should just slow down and just be happy with the Datejust.
Do you really think it's brought you bad luck like that? Do you really believe that?
100%. I'll tell you what's happened afterwards if you want. But look, with the 36 sizing, for me, I feel it's just about perfect. I know a lot of people would say that 36 is too small, but for me, it feels fine. But
it wasn't maybe Cove won't take it back if he knows it's jinxed.
Well, he doesn't need to know that.
He watches the
show.
I
like Cove. He's a great guy, by the way. He's a very, very nice guy. But that's okay. I think for now, maybe I'll just put it away and just see what happens.
You can always. Do you know any? What they called? What's those? What's those people who do the holy men talismans? What are they called? They do a spell on it or fix it all up for you.
You
wizard.
Like a medicine man?
A shaman. Take it to a shaman. Get a shaman to do it. $50. He'll do it for you to be fine.
Look, I still think a home cooked solution, sacrificing the quail, would work best. But you do you.
Weekday hustle, $3. Can a tradie in Brizzy wear a Rolex Sky Dweller? You betcha. Why not? We're not class snobs. You can wear a tradie in Brizzy can drive a Ferrari. He can wear whatever he likes. And you know what they call a tradie who wears a Sky Dweller?
Tell me.
He's a property developer. He's a businessman. He's no longer just a bumbling tradie.
It's a landlord watch.
Exactly.
That's it.
100%.
The landlord.
100%.
Amazing.
I'd give it a squirt. Give it a good squirt. You know, you got to enjoy yourself, guys. We're only here. We're not here forever, you know.
Unfortunately not.
Lord, tell me this. You're
Maybe
growing. Did you end up buying that bag I spoke to you about?
Oh, you mean the diplomat, the briefcase?
Yeah.
Not yet. But I'll send an offer
Don't
later.
muck around. Don't muck around. They go quick. You know
No.
this?
Yeah. No, that was a good call. And we're gonna do that maybe in our next show or in one of the next ones. We will go scouring on eBay looking for some deals.
Some deals.
Louis Vuitton and some other things too, perhaps. Yeah. That was a nice show, by the way, if I may pat myself on the back.
Yeah. No, that was a great show. That was a great show. It had good. So, guys, you can check it out. It's on the ArchieLuxury channel. That was a show me and Lord did. And it was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun. I'm honestly not looking forward to this, you know, Lord.
What do you mean? Looking forward to what?
Eating in the BMW. Eating in the Beamer.
I think that's a cruel and unusual punishment, Pontiff. I think you should resist it.
Cruel and unusual.
It's been decided by the community. It's the community curse. I got to do it. The community has spoken.
You know, we'll take care of you in the U.S. You know that's
the community.
Australia is old news. Australia is old news.
You got to be so careful with the community. The community doesn't take it kindly to disrespect of their rules. You understand this, okay?
No, look, I was the first person to say that, you know, Dodger is a national treasure. You have to take care of him. You have to make him happy. He has been the cornerstone of the 24/7 live stream. He's very important for the dungeon. So you have to keep him happy. You have to appease him. And you have to make sure that he stays with you in some shape or form. So whatever that is worth to you, you have to do it. I agree with that.
I mean, he's not asking for a cent.
Of course not.
Of course not.
But that's the ArchieLuxury way. You want humble servants who work for absolutely free. Nothing, you know, nothing more, nothing less. That's how it works.
Exactly. I got to tell you guys, it's a great situation that I didn't want to get into, but Dodger's worth every pastry, flaky pastry, sausage roll. He's worth it.
How about
it's already been decided. It's already been decided. I've got to eat this in the car.
I had older women in my family who kept certain parts of home, like, you know, the furniture, like plastered with pieces of cloth and linen and maybe even plastic. Can you cheat like that? Can you put a sheet on the back seat? And then
the danger is they could look at the video and say, I'm going to have to redo it again because it's outside the rules. So you're better off just to take your punishment, suck up the crumbs, and hopefully it passes their scrutiny.
That works. You can lick off the crumbs from the leather seats. That can make for some good content.
I know. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. It's really sad, Lord.
Yeah, I understand. You know, we have different outlooks on life. I can see how painful that might be.
It's how's your license going, Green Room?
Fucking shit. Fucking shit, Archie.
Okay. What happened? You passed the test, failed the test?
I haven't had the test yet. It turned out you have to pass 2 previous tests to actually go for the test. I have to pass a hazard perception test, Archie. I didn't know about
How did that go?
I don't know. I haven't looked around into doing it. What I do know is that I'm feeling extremely confident going into the driving lesson because I've had to do a lot of driving lately. So I'm feeling very confident with driving. So
why don't you wear your lucky watch?
Yeah.
Hey, just to show that it is lucky.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very anxious, guys.
About this whole ordeal, the punishment. Yeah, I think
headaches.
I don't want to go.
You know, hold your
I don't
nose.
go.
Hold your nose and go through with
crumbs. I've never eaten in it before. You know, I got every receipt I've spent on this car in a scrapbook. Every microfiber towel I've bought. Anthony Ferrer's Ego $2. Who needs $1,000 tuggy? There's no proof he did that. I haven't seen the proof. Has he said anything or what's happened?
No comment. I think he admitted it in a certain statement.
So
I don't know. Admitted
so
to
what? So what? So what? Who cares?
Sex work is work. I mean, I have all the respect for that. Actually, for women,
it fills a niche. It fills a niche.
Yeah,
it fills a niche.
I mean, look, you are the leader of this community. You have gone through your own experience.
I've had to be a homosexual in my time. Look at O'Sheen. He's had to do the same.
I think O'Sheen might have enjoyed that actually, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think you're right there. It's I'm just feeling really anxious today, guys.
Yeah, it's nasty, it's vicious. Just hold your nose and go through with it.
Oh shit, look at this.
I've heard that some crumbs are never found. You know, and the funny thing is it's like forensics. You know, once you've had a body in the car, they can always do forensics years later and they know there's been a body in the car. Did you know that?
Yeah, I found that out very painfully, Arch. Yes, I didn't.
BB $5. It's a slippery slope, Arch. Eaten the beamer once. It's like virgin territory. You'll end up doing it again.
Jesus.
They're nasty. The audience is very tough on me. Mike the Snake, $2. I'm a sports nutritionist. Can help you, you fat fuck. Thank you.
What the fuck comment was that?
Okay.
I'm going to have to go soon, guys. Excuse me. Could I please have one pepper steak pie, one super long sausage roll, and a beef and vegetable pasty? Please try to make it not so crumbly pastry.
Where are Mike the Snake's pictures? Has he sent you anything yet? And if not, I would call him up immediately and demand them from him.
Oh, that's okay. Let him have his fun. He's having his.
It's 6:40 there.
Yeah, I'm still not. Pontiff, why did you not let him take the barber? with him?
He's got to take his mum. He's got to take someone. You know, this is you don't just take your.
His mum is taking him.
You don't take some floozy you haven't even slept with.
Well, that's how you lubricate that, if you know.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a special occasion. Mike's achieved something well. He's got the pontiff to shell out money. That's never going to be repeated again. It's a once in a lifetime chance.
Yes, punters, listen to that carefully.
Oh, I'm anxious. You know, I'm just tired now. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go in the Beamer. I don't want to go. I want to stay here.
Don't worry.
I'm anxious. I got to move the Civic to get the Beamer out. I got to get. I'm anxious. Oh my God!
I'm here. We'll hold the ship. We'll hold the ship steady. We'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Go get your pastries.
Archie, how have your headaches been? You said you had headaches yesterday. What's going on with that?
Yeah. I'm just anxious now. I don't want to go. Please. Do I have to go? Pavel, $5. There should be a Beamer depreciation counter scrolling in the corner of the screen while you do this.
Guys, you're not helping. You should be encouraged. You should say it's a great experience. You know, buttery, flaky, French pastries especially. Beautiful.
I fell asleep on the dungeon last night. Jeez, was I tired. Oh, good night, boys.
I mean,
I had a good
they
sleep.
put you at ease. It means you felt comfortable. It means you felt at home.
It was like sleeping next to Tim.
I'm looking forward to that experience. Pontiff, would you recommend it? Would you recommend that I sleep with them?
Look, just make sure he's got pajamas on. He tries to take his shirt off at night. That's the problem. Oh my God. You know, I got to tell you this. What do you want to do? You got to take the watch back? What do you want to do, Green Room? What do you think?
Man, I just
have you got a bank safety deposit box? Just get one, put it in, just walk away for a bit.
I don't have one, but I feel pretty secure in my unit, safety wise.
Okay, you got to attack quail.
That's right.
Quail.
I'll be back, guys. I gotta go. I'll be back. I gotta take my suit out of the car. I gotta get the car prepped. Oh,
can you wear the suit whilst you're eating in the car?
No. I'm taking. It's a jacket hanger. I'm gonna take it out. Take it. I don't want to get crumbs all over it as well.
You have to be dressed casually for this occasion, can't you?
I'm wearing the clothes I'm in. Okay, let's not add too many variables. I'll be back.
So, Green, really, rather than selling a Rolex, would you really not consider sacrificing the quail? Don't you think that's a worthy offering to the gods?
No.
The Rolex gods?
I love my little bird. It's very nice. And if I'm being totally honest with you, I've enjoyed having the pet, just having it around the unit. I
understand, but like, you know, all this conversation you had with the pontiff, he didn't really approve of this, of whatever you think you are doing right now. He's not really approving of it. You realize that?
Yeah, it's true. No, Archie, because Archie worked hard to get me that deal, or this deal, or that deal on the watch.
No, I mean, I'm not even personalizing it. I'm just trying to stand on the principle. That's a rule. I haven't made it. You don't sell Rolex. You're not allowed to sell Rolex, much less return it to where you bought it from.
I know. Believe me.
This is like a religious cult, as some accused us of being. So you have to face the music. If you do sell that Rolex, if you do return it, especially to the dealer, you have to face some consequences. You know that. I hope you know that.
Yeah, look, man, I don't know what to say. I'm going to tell you what's really happened in my personal life afterwards, and I think you're going to understand. I don't think you're going to blame me for wanting to sell it, to be honest.
Behind the scenes or right
behind
now?
the scenes? I'll tell you in 2 seconds.
I mean, no one is really listening. I mean, it's almost 200
No one is watching.
but they're so, there are so little likes. There are not many upvotes. I suspect that they must be bots or something. So if you want to prove that you're really watching it, please upvote and support the Pontiff. Let's get this to at least 100 likes. We're only at 72 likes. What the fuck? Come on, guys.
Guys, do I sell this watch or do I keep it? I want to see in the chat. Okay, only VIPs get to vote more than once. So if you want me to sell it, type 1 or enter 1. And if you want me to keep it, let's do 2. Guys, this watch is making me miserable in more ways than one. I'm sorry for not really going into detail as to why.
Do you also remember the most important rule, that it's gotta hurt?
I know.
Gotta hurt.
Oh, it did.
Rolex ownership is not easy. It's not for everyone. It's gotta hurt.
What made you buy the second one, Green Room?
I bought this at Luxuria Cove.
Okay.
Full screen. Yeah, it's a real pleasure putting people on full screen, isn't it? You get it's a bit of a kick you get out of it. Okay, so a lot of people are. I'm seeing a lot of 2. So a lot of people want me just to hold on to it and want me to be miserable. Okay.
Yeah. Look, misery loves company. Isn't that the saying? So we want you as part of the community and suffer with us. Suffer the curse.
I can't believe you really believe that, Green Room, to be honest with you.
Man, if you're not going to believe the crazy stuff I'm going to admit after the stream ends. Okay, this is... you'll understand it once I reveal privately afterwards. And I'm sorry for keep on mentioning it, but not actually saying it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can't. I don't make the rules. You are not allowed to sell Rolex. It's as simple as that.
We're getting to the point of the program where we have to start analyzing the things in Archie's room. Oh, hang on, he's back.
Yeah, see, the fans are already reacting to it. Yeah, the Pontiff will read that chat
momentarily.
Man, yeah. What about that idea that the Pontiff had? Why don't you get a safe deposit box and walk away from it for a little bit?
Well, I think I might just put it back in the box that it came in. Just put it, file it away somewhere in the unit.
Pandora's box.
Tommy, what do you have to say about these accusations that you are really Diego coming up with another character? I mean, it's really unbelievable because Diego is really not that talented. But yeah, please, how do you respond to that?
That Diego is making?
Like, how can we trust you? How can we know that you are a real character and not just a figment of our imagination?
That's a great question. I'm not sure.
Because, I mean, you do kind of sound like Diego, but...
Oh, Diego? Oh, get the hell out of here. What, are you kidding me?
Okay, we're in the last 5 minutes of today's show. We're going to start analysing the things in Archie's room. This is our favourite segment. We've got the Ferragamos at the top right.
Is it?
Special box to keep it because it's so humid in Queensland. There's lots of water that gets in and stuff. So that's why they're inside that special plastic box, I think. We've got the Dell. I mean, those aren't the Dell. screens because those boxes are too small for the 34-inch monitor. So that must be something else. The BMWs next to the Ferragamos, the small, tenth of a size BMWs. Listen, Lord, I need you to help me out here, man. I can't analyze all this shit.
I don't even know. I mean, I can see his socks, his pug socks in burgundy down there in,
Those socks, or is it a tie?
In his shoes. No, he showed them off just recently.
Okay.
Their socks, decorated with dogs, pugs specifically. What else? He has a bunch of different travel cases for watches. Women's shoes, which I'm assuming he tries on once every so often.
Yes.
Oops.
Ah!
Umbrellas, one of which is an Audemars Piguet umbrella that was supposed to be sent to Red Shovel.
We see in the center, we see a Patek box. See that Patek box? It's on top of something else. I would assume those are Patek-related catalogs or books on top of the box.
I can see that definitive Royal Oak book by one Verli, published on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of the model, and the 50th anniversary is coming up in a little more than a week. There's that.
At the top left, I see a framed picture of what I think is the Reverso. And below that picture, is that like a big helicopter?
Yeah, on the left.
Is that like a Battle Apache helicopter or some type of American something or other? Or is it something else entirely?
Looks like a helicopter. It's next to planes, so.
And next to the, I know one of those planes is a Tiger airplane that he got. But next to the three planes is some type of lizard. See that lizard at the top of on top of the bookshelf on the right side? Oh, should hide everything.
I don't want to go. I don't fucking want to do
Why
it.
not?
I had enough. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to play these stupid games. I don't want to do it, okay? I changed my mind.
Okay, well, let's get creative. What can you do for Dodger? Okay, you don't want to do this. Okay, fine, acceptable. What can you do? Come up with something else. Or do we have to come up with something else? It's a bit more tolerable.
I'm taking the cup, the plate.
By the way, Archie, have you heard that there's like a secret militia group within the community that's out to get me and tickets?
I'm going to get ready to go.
Archie, put your fucking headphones on.
I'm going to do it.
Put your fucking headphones on. Hey, Archie, can you please put your headphones on?
Hey.
Hey, Archie, I love you, man. Look, have you heard there's like a secret militia group within the community that's out to get tea and tickers?
No, I love tea and tickers.
I know, I love tea and tickers too, but apparently there's some people in the community out to get him.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, this is...
that guy beat cancer. He beat cancer.
Well, that's what he said. And... well, that's what Ticker's response to it was. But I don't know. I don't know the names of these people.
Let me go and get this. I gotta put the picnic stuff in the beamer. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, so you're going to do it? You've just said you're not going to do it, but you're going to do it.
I'm just psyching myself up. I'm psyching myself up. I don't want to do it, but then I say, okay, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Well, I wonder what kind of pastry you will eat. Doc BBC, $2. Leave one car crumb and roaches will forever try to get to it. Beautiful. The roaches are always after Archie, by the way. There are all sorts of roaches and rats in the community who are trying to bring him down, trying to leech off the secondary channels. It's really sad. It's really sad. But yeah, roaches are after Archie for sure.
Okay, let's get back to analyzing the room, shall we?
No, but yeah, if that's the best idea you have, Green.
That's just the best I can come up with. Look,
before we do that, Lord, because I know
Yes,
you're into reversos, what do you think of the tribute duo face in blue?
Look, I don't really have very strong opinions about this, but for me, the duo face I never really liked in a reverso. I think, you know, since they're trying really hard to do something different on the second face, I think they usually end up with something that I don't personally like. I would rather have either a blank canvas, or if the movement is worth displaying, like on the Grand Date, like on the triple calendar, which they call a Grand Calendar, I would rather have an exhibition case back, or you know, if it's just a classic design or the ultra thin, I would rather have the blank canvas that you can professionalize, but personalize. That's my personal opinion.
Sure.
I don't really, you know, there are some good deals though with the steel duo face. You can get them for quite a reasonable price. Not the most recent tribute model, but the tribute case is very nicely sized. Actually, it's more similar than to the Grand Date, which is a slightly larger case than the Grand Thai. So it's if you try to things it fits with your wrist, I think that's a good proportion.
I'm going now, guys. I'm going. See you later.
See you, Paul.
All right. So should we Doc BBC? Yes. Read this before you go. It's very
Doc
important.
BBC, $2. Leave one car crumb and roaches will forever try to get it. Okay. Leave one car crumb, one breadcrumb, and roaches will forever try to get it.
Another one.
Last one.
Okay. Stud muffin, $2. I hate when the toilet water hits my ass. Let me just say this to you, you know. I sacrificed a lot for the channel. I didn't want to eat in a Beamer. I'm only 2 payments in on a 60 lease program. I got 58 payments to go, right? This is very hard for me to do. I don't want to eat flaky pastry. Flaky pastry. Flaky.
So what are you gonna get? What kind of pastry are you getting before we send you?
No, we've already said it. We want a pasty, a sausage roll, and a pie.
Very good.
And a drink as well. We're gonna have drink in the back of the Beamer.
And Maldives already sent you money for a milkshake, right?
Oh God.
Okay, we'll get a milkshake. Okay.
Could you imagine
having tomato sauce? You're not having tomato sauce on the sausage roll.
Oh yes, you have to dip it in that sauce. No?
It's not really fair not to have the sauce. You know, I think
we decided the sauce would make the breadcrumbs stick together. We want to make it worse. Plastic decided it's worse when it's loose, flaky pastry flies everywhere. There's no sauce to bond it.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm out of here for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Guys, I will be uploading the video to the dungeon, horology dungeon. This is really painful. You know, some people are scared of spiders. They're scared of heights. I'll see you later, guys. I just got to go. I got to do it.
I round this up to 3 hours, this live.
Yeah, give it half an hour more, then turn it off.
All right. Sounds
As long as you can put the crypto toad on, whatever you want to do. I'm not even thinking past the pastry, okay? I'm not even thinking past that. Okay.
Oh no, we're good. I have some stuff to talk about. If you know, if you other than that,
I gotta go. I just gotta go. I gotta get this done.
All right.
See you later.
Good luck, Archie. You'll do it. You'll get over it.
He's a weird guy, isn't he? That Archie. He's a bit weird, you know.
Archie's.
He's a bit strange. Like he's not exactly the most normal.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else has thought that.
No, I never actually thought that. No.
Like there's something not quite right with him.
Like a salt of the earth Australian guy. I mean, look, you have to take everything in its own context, right? When I meet an Australian person, I have a very different standard for a normal person than when I meet, you know, someone from the UK, someone from the US. With Australians, I have a very low bar, right? You know, as long as you can make it past that, you're normal. Right? So you have plastic, you have sovereign, you know, you have plastic, you have the pontiff. You have plastic, you have green room. So, I mean, green room, anywhere else in the world, you would be an absolute weirdo. In Australia, you're acceptable. You're normal.
Okay.
You're almost normal. Let's put it this way.
Almost.
In Australia, though, you know, make sure you don't get out of that country ever.
That's right. That's right. Just keep in mind that like plastic, Sovereign, Sirocco, Archie, they're all from Queensland. And I'm from New South Wales, which is kind of, you know, a very different place.
Also, with plastic, you have to take into account the guy must have had at least 24 concussions in his life. So, considering his career and the pasts, so you know, you have to really be kind and charitable towards him.
That's right. That's right.
So compared to people from the Queensland, you think you being from New South Wales distinguishes you in what way?
Look, how do I put this bluntly? People from Queensland are very different from people in New South Wales. Okay, there I said it. Okay,
different in
just a bit different.
What way?
Okay? They're just a bit different.
That's vague.
They're being very cryptic, Green Room.
Yeah, it's very hot up there. Okay.
I like this 19th century anthropological angle you're going in right now. You think the heat gets into their brains or something?
I never said that. You've just said that. I never said that.
Okay, so it's the climate has something to do with it, you're implying.
No, I'm just saying it's hot up there. It's very humid too.
I mean, it's hard in general.
Very hard.
You know, on YouTube especially, it's very hard.
I mean, look, you look at electricity bills, I bet you anything, people in Queensland paying a lot of money in electricity because it's so fucking hot up there all the time. You know, half their electricity bill is chewed up in air conditioning funds. So,
oh, wait, I think we have some people from Queensland in the chat who want to get on.
Ooh.
This might be just the drama that we need.
Okay, great. Fantastic.
You know, Voltaire said once, if God didn't exist, mankind had to invent him. So this goes for Archieverse as well. If drama doesn't exist, we invent it, we create it, we need it. So anyone from Queensland, especially Sovereign.
Yeah, jump on.
Yeah. Otherwise, I do have some watch topics to discuss You know, that's
fuck
always
that. Fuck that. We'll
second best. You know, we want drama first and foremost. You know, we do anything but watch talk on this channel. So let's not force me to do something like that. God forbid we talk about watches, Rolex, and how they now want to restore actually your vintage watch, and they have an entire service dedicated to it. We don't want to talk about that.
I like Steve's comment. Florida is the Australia of the U.S.
It's that bad.
It really is.
Yes, Sovereign, jump on. You have to defend the honor of the Brisbane boys, please. Sovereign, we need you more than ever. West Virginia is another suggestion. It can't be that bad.
Oh God.
Off on Smash 199 GR. Think about Archie backlash if you return the watch.
Look, guys, my reasons are Archie's going to accept my reasons because they're so strong. I'm sorry for not really mentioning them.
I'm sorry. I mean, I will still listen. I will still lend you an ear when you explain yourself in the background, because this is a serious offense to sell a Rolex.
I know.
So I'm happy to give you the time and space to articulate yourself, to defend yourself. But I'll make sure that Archie stays on your case, and I'll make sure he punishes you in the most severe way possible, even if you're.
Hey, I don't blame you.
Are legitimate. I mean, how legitimate can they be? You're selling a Rolex that you just bought. You're not even flipping it years down the line for like twice as much or something.
I mean, I could sell it for a profit right now because of the amazing discount that I got on it because of Archie, which I'm very thankful for. But I just think I just want to get out of it clean. Don't want to lose a cent. I want to gain a cent. I just don't want this in my life, you know. Where's that fucking Sovereign to put me in my place? Where is he?
I think he's just enjoying the breeze of Brisbane. Yeah, he has no time for us, man. That's what Tim was talking about. You know, that they talk all sorts of shit, and they're not here when we need them. They're not doing anything for the stream. Pavel, $2. It's only acceptable to swap it for another Rolex. That's also a fair solution. Return it for credit and get another Rolex. I'm coming, boys.
Oh, shit.
I prefer surprises myself, but I'm glad it's being announced. Ooh, Greenception.
What was that?
Inception, I said, like, you know, the background.
What the fuck?
The foreground is you. It's very.
You seeing what I'm saying? I think we might be seeing different things. I think Explorer 1. I think I don't really want another dark dial.
So wait, what happened? I thought you were actually after a Milgauss to begin with. Let's go back to that moment.
True.
What happened to that?
I just think that I like the Milgauss. I always did, but I'm a bit too thick. I think it might be a bit too big for me because I feel that the 36 modern is just fine.
So you think it might be too big? Have you tried one on?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. And you are convinced that it's too big for you?
Yeah.
Sovereign, I think, has problems coming. We have to be, again, I'm trying to be as charitable as possible. I think it happens at that age. It's okay. It's okay. ED is a problem that affects a lot of men. I think he will come eventually.
Sovereign's not two-faced. He's not two-faced. I don't know about that comment.
That's a little harsh. We're just having fun, but guys, if you have been wondering about the very special relationship between Tim Wright and me, you'll have to super chat your questions, and then maybe I can answer. But Tim Wright is a friend, and I look forward to hosting him in Los Angeles. Good. I think we have agitated Sovereign long enough. He's coming in with the right energy, at least. Let's see. Please have that fake teeth that you put on sometimes too, Sovereign. I like that one. So since you don't want to shit on people from Queensland, can you tell us more about, people like yourself, Green Room, people from the New South Wales? What are some of the characteristics of your people?
Well, 90% of people from New South Wales are Chinese. Okay, let's just establish that as number one. And hey, man.
Green Room, step into my fucking office. What is wrong with you, malfunction? Fuck me dead. Did you say you are selling your Rolex?
Yep, it's fucking cursed. It's cursed.
What do you mean?
I'm 100%.
Just
100%. I've never been more certain about anything.
Is that what happens? You just go limp and fucking flaccid because you're using an electric mower and now you can't wear a Rolex?
I was already flaccid before I bought the fucking Rolex, but that's all right.
First of all, you couldn't even come on and show it to us, and now you want to get rid of it.
I know.
What's going on? What's going on, man? Tell me. What is going on? What's going on, buddy? What's going on?
It's been really fucking hard, Sovereign.
Stop. Tell me. I'm a doctor. You can tell me. Why are you selling it? I'm looking you straight in the eye, Green Room. Why are you selling it? You're a decent fellow. This is the emasculation of Green Room.
Well, that's already happened. But
what's going on, man? What's going on? Tell me, what's going on?
I've had some bad fucking luck, Sovereign, in the past few days.
Why? Why do you want to get rid of it?
I'm not going to.
You buy another one. That's loser talk. Haven't you been watching Archie for years and understand this?
Well, look, maybe I should just swap it. I'm saying it's giving me very bad luck. Do you think it's appropriate to just swap it for something of equal value? No?
How is getting a Rolex bad luck?
It's been very bad luck for me, and I'll tell you afterwards.
The punters want to know.
I know. It's very frustrating for me not to mention it. It's bad. It's from an entertainment perspective. I know that's very bad to do.
You're supposed to tease it out, and get people to throw money before you do that.
Yeah.
So is it a financial problem? Or do you just think it's just a bad time?
Half of it's financial, half of it's family. I don't really want to
we're your family, Green Room. We are your family.
Does it concern an entanglement? Is it related to the woman in your life?
Well, first of all, there are no women in my life.
Okay, well, I respect your sexual orientation. What about the men in your life? We love gay men in this community.
I know.
You are the man in his life.
That's right.
That's I don't envy you in that sense, Green Room. I wouldn't want to have me in my life.
Look, I'll tell you all about it afterwards, but it's been pretty bad. But as I've said before, you heard about my lousy kebab story, didn't you, Sovereign? Were you watching for that?
So you had the crook fucking salve. Everyone gets a crook salve. You shit through the eye of a needle. You throw up, and you get over it. You just straight back into it again. Everyone gets a crook salve, mate. It's just part of being Australian.
I've never had food poisoning in my life until I had this kebab. Okay.
Isn't it like a baptism? You know, you basically get spiritually cleansed once you go through that experience.
You are missing the first rule of it has to hurt. Once you've purchased that, it has to hurt. If you are hurting now, you know you have done the right thing by buying your Rolex. If you can just sit there and be happy and not worry about the mental eating away a bore inside of you. Have I spent too much money? Should I have done something else? Should I have helped my family out with this money instead? Am I just being greedy? That is the exact reason why you should keep it. That is because if it is hurting you, you know you make the right decision. If you can just say, "Oh, I bought another one and that's it," well, fuck, you've done wrong, man. You've done wrong.
I already
have done
Rolex.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
I love my date shows.
Sovereign, thanks for clarifying that, because most of the time people think that it's just financial burden, but neglect the fact that owning a Rolex is an immense responsibility that affects you mentally and spiritually. And I feel Green Room is perhaps falling short.
Exactly. You should be embracing this. This should be not emasculating you. This should be basically making you man up. You should be going in there. You should be going to titty bars now. You should be going to strip clubs. You should be just bloody smacking bloody $50 on the table and saying, "Let's go for it."
How about 100?
Thomas, $100. Sovereign is great indeed. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Thomas. Jeez, mate. Yeah, Archie will appreciate that.
Amen to that. No problem.
$100.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
No problem.
So this is just it, Green Room. You should. This is with great Rolex ownership comes great responsibility. You just can't weasel out of it now. You've got, it's time to man up in life. You've got to go out and you've got to reach down, feel some big fucking hairy kahunas and say, "This is my fucking Rolex. I own it. I'm going to overcome whatever it is. If I need more money, fuck it. I've got my Rolex. I'll go out and earn some more. Right? I've got my Rolex. I'm going to go out and bang pussy now." This is the cornerstone of the pontificatism.
Great Scott.
Great Scott.
Was that for dramatic effect? The sound?
Oh no! It's just I'm just organising some female company for Green Room to snap him out of it. They're just getting back to me with a quote. She says, by the sound of the chats, he's not going to last long, so she's going to do it. Yeah.
That's why I said, Australians are some special breed, because I've been saying the same thing. It just doesn't get through to him. He just doesn't understand. So you have to speak to him in his own language, please.
Exactly. You're a decent fella, Green Room. Look how much you love that quail, mate. Look how much you love that quail. That's a true. If you can love a woman, and if you can love your family like you can love that quail, you should be loving your Rolex exactly the same.
Again, I think
it's not a coincidence that you keep your Rolexes in the same cage as your beloved quail.
I don't think these materialistic items make me happy. You know that.
Well, you got to get another one just in case you're wrong.
All right then.
You haven't got enough. That's your problem.
I mean, look, I've got the apartment. Very lucky to have that. Does it make me feel above anyone? No.
But don't. No, it's look. If you want to look, if it is a financial reason, you've just got to look at it. Is that you can't go wrong at the moment now? If you put the money in the ASX, right, it's fucked. The ASX is going backwards. Normally, it's about 8% per annum, right? But nothing has happened in 9 months. If you put that money in the ASX, you'd be worse off. If you put that money in a bank account, you'd be getting 0.035% interest. Right, which is nothing. Inflation is running higher. You've actually, but don't get out of it for nothing. Hold, man, hold. This is a reason you haven't. This is a reason you haven't. This is a reason, man. Look. This is the reason you haven't matured to a full adult petrol-powered mower yet. This is why you're still on electric, because you've got to break through. You've got to break through that glass ceiling. You've got the Rolex. You can go into that fucking lawnmower dealership and say, "Fuck this electric. Give me petrol. I want fucking oil.
First
I
of
want
all,
petrol. I want to make a noise. I want to pollute the environment. I want to cut the fucking grass. What?
Well, look, first of all, I've had a Rolex for over a
Yes.
year now, and I'm
Yeah.
never selling this one. This is one I'm holding for my life.
Yes.
I love it. I was wrong to buy this one. I think less is more in many ways, and it's great that I've experienced both vintage and modern. It's great to see both sides of the coin, but I think ultimately I'm more of a vintagey guy. Again, I could easily flip this for a profit. I don't even want to sell it for a profit. I just want it out of my life. Okay, I've had some really fucking bad luck that I don't want to really go into. I'm sorry if I'm being a tease about that.
Yeah, no, but do you really think
I
that
am
bad luck
being
can
a
come
tease
with a
about
watch?
I am being a tease about that. But
would any amount, Green Room, would any amount of super chat to the Pontiff
change it,
compel you to share this on the live stream or not?
let's say $35. I'll give you the big lecture of what really happened.
Okay. So guys, if you would like Green Room to confess and repent his sins on the live stream, please super chat now for $35. Because we need an explanation. This doesn't fly, and I love the fact that Sovereign jumped on and stood on principle. You just don't sell Rolex unless you are at the brink of financial disaster, unless you're about to lose your home, lose your shelter. Yeah, even at the expense of breaking off a relationship with your significant one, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it. So let's see what Green Room has to say for himself. Bravo, $40. That's it.
Spill your guts, Green Room.
Gotta fess up. Gotta fess up.
Okay, well, I haven't actually. Okay, look, we're not doing this on full screen.
This is $5 extra. You wanted 35.
It's not even you. It's like two screenshots of your Green Room. We can do full screen. Come on.
Where did it all begin? Okay, so first of all, I just want to say that I'm not going to be using any lawnmower anymore. My business is fucking finished. It's gone to the fucking ground. Okay? Green Room is currently unemployed. It's gone to fucking shit.
There's more than one lawn to cut.
No, there isn't.
Pretty sure everyone's got one.
I don't think I want to continue the business.
Oh no.
It's a long story, but basically what happened is that...
well, tell us the $40 version.
Hang on. Lord, hold up your glass. Look, Lord can't fucking afford a stem on his wine glass, but he's continuing on. Just because you've lost one fucking lawn mowing contract doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. It's a body corporate, and they don't want you to mow the lawn anymore. There's plenty of them, man.
It was the body corporate that I was a part of.
Yes. What, you sacked yourself?
So basically what happened is that I had to go look out for my mum, right? I had to drive her to 200 kilometers away to get her eyes looked at, right? And I wound up having to pay the bill for that to have to be done. And I get back, and it turns out that the whole thing was a failure, right? And then we had to go travel into Sydney.
Yeah.
The day of the annual Strata meeting, to get like the professional guy to have a second look at it. So I took my mum down to Sydney, and that's gone. I think it's gone well for now, but I had to pay for that again. It was a lot of money it was a lot of money for me to spend. Happy to spend it on my mum, but it was still a lot. I returned, but because I missed the Strata meeting, the Strata decided to vote against me to end my
Terminate your contract.
Correct. So my mum is quite... I think she's going to be better, but I think she's going to be better. but there may be more surgery. But so I've got family issues there, and I've taken a big financial whack. Second financial whack is losing the contract of my extremely cushy little job around the building that I live in. Third whack was the nasty kebab that, which is the least worst of the three, but it was pretty fucking bad. I was pretty fucking sick. Okay, so I've never gotten food poisoning in my life. For me, that was a shocker. Again, there was fucking vomit.
All right, let's break this down. Let's break this
You're
down.
a very smart guy.
Let me break this down for you.
I have to intervene on the last point. You know, all these hipsters in California do all sorts of cleanses. So the last one you said about the kebab, that's what you did. You know, that's nothing bad. It actually gave new life to your entire digestive system. So forget about that. That was
let's break this down. By the time you get to 50, you're going to have a colonoscopy, right? They're going to shove a telescope up your ass. It's about 2 meters long, right? And they stop at about the 2.5 meter mark. This is just getting you ready for your mature life, right? So just take that as a badge of honor. So that's it. You've had the crook, sab, and batter, and that's it. Now, a good Rolex man, Rolex. Yeah, go on.
I know you're going to say, I'll continue the business. I don't want to continue it. I feel as if I'm done and I want to do something else.
Okay, so a good Rolex man always looks after his family. You're looking after your mum. You work hard, right? You work hard, and you be kind to your mother. That's the cornerstone of being a good Rolex man. You are being kind to your mother. You're taking her to Sydney, right? Now, in Australia, we know that. So what is the financial help you're giving your mum? Is it the travel? Is it the surgery? Is she not in private medical? What's the story there? So we can help work it out.
Private. It's a long story there, but she's no. It's private, but I've wound up paying for it. And as you know, that's not cheap.
No. Okay.
But I just want to say, why do I want to sell this? Why do I want to sell this? It's because these three things happened right after I bought the watch. So I hope you can understand why I think this thing's unlucky.
Yeah,
I think it's
totally understandable. Yes, but selling the watch.
I know it's silly. I know it's silly, but it's almost understandable.
You sure it's not the quail? Once again, I mean,
no.
I'm vegan, right? You know, maybe consider sacrificing the quail before selling the Rolex.
This quail sacrificing thing. What the fuck is up with that?
He's very obsessed with that.
Butchering the quail isn't going to help, Lord.
So you would rather sell a Rolex than killing another living being?
The quail's got 2 years of its life left. If it's happy and Green Room's looking after it, that's it. It's a cornerstone of another cornerstone. He cares for things, right? Green Room's a decent person. He cares for his mother. He cares for the quail.
How do you expect me to?
It's just a minor setback. You've just lost the job. So let's get back to the break.
How do you expect me to empathize with a decent person? You're not really being fair here. But yeah, go on, please.
Yeah, no, I never said I was fair. No, that's not a cornerstone of the ArchieLuxury channel being fair. I want to break it down. Why did you lose the contract? What went wrong? Was it too much money? Was it underperformance? Was it the electric mower just didn't cut it?
Agreed.
Basically, a year and a half ago, I made sort of enemies with one person in the Strata committee.
Yes.
And I think they took their opportunity to convince everyone else in the committee to vote against me whilst I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. Body corporates are just like the ArchieLuxury world. It's just everyone hates each other. Everyone hates each other. That's the whole point of a body corporate. You're never going to. It's like high school.
I know that. I figured that out from the meetings. But I'm just saying, financially, I actually have what I consider to be
okay. But that was one point. That was one person. One vote. It has to be a body corporate has to have a vote, and it has to be right. It has to be a majority.
People against me.
Yes.
So do you go a little bit nuts, in your head? Who turned on me? Who didn't turn on me? I think I tend to obsess over that a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Financially,
I'm smelling Perth luxury here. I'm smelling.
No, look. He took an enormous loan to buy one of the properties, and look, I'm just saying, financially, I don't need to sell the Rolex. I've got what I consider to be a fair amount of savings to last quite a while.
Okay.
And on top of that, not looking to brag, I own the unit outright that I live in.
Good.
So you don't need to feel too sorry.
Okay, so I'm just trying to grasp it here. You think it's just simply a series of bad luck, which has brought karma by this watch, right? But let me tell you that every time you make every time you make a big spend in life, this is what happens. This is what challenges you, right?
Fucking bullshit. Yep.
You saw, when Archie, spent the money on getting the lease on the BMW, the things that went wrong. It's part of life, man. It is. These are the things that test your fiber. These are the things that allow you to get back off a canvas and say, is that all you fucking got? All right? Don't fucking lie down there and get the count out, mate. You've got to look. Lord's into boxing. He'll back me up here, right? This is the meat, potatoes, the fucking beans of Frank, whatever you want to fucking call it. This is a reason to get back up again and start swinging.
Yeah, that's when you smell blood, even if it's your own blood.
Look, I see exactly what you mean. I'm not.
It's not the dog in the fight. It's a fight in the dog, right?
Yep.
We need to be in your corner, man. We need to. Why do you want to let some prick in a body corporate tell you that you've loved, enjoyed mowing this lawn, right? And thinking about increasing the business, getting a car license, getting a Ranger, getting a bloody car, a Ute, and get more and more and more. Why are you letting one prick fucking rule your life?
Well, it's a fair point. I'm just saying that I don't think I want to continue doing cleaning. Look, everyone thinks I'm this big lawnmower guy. It's actually, I look after a building where a small section of it is lawnmower. I fucking hate that electric lawnmower, so I fucking hate it. I have to carry the cable around. It's not like a charged up lawnmower. It's a fucking cable lawnmower. It sucks.
Like a vacuum cleaner.
It's like
exactly, man. Exactly. This is what's been holding you back. This is why you've lost the contract.
Pavel, $5. Was he wearing said watch while all this transpired?
This is probably why you've lost the contract, because you've gone into a fucking gunfight with a knife, right? You've gone I
did a great job at looking after this building. I don't do that much work, and what little work I do, I did a pretty good job of it. Okay. So I think I'd like to do something else. I agree with you about getting on the horse and working hard on something or other. I just don't want to think I want to do maintenance and whatever that is. Look, I've done nursing in the past. I worked 100 times harder there, aged care nursing. So I did that for enough.
But you see, that shows part of your character. You're a caring person. Your career is that you wanted to care for other people, right? Look at the quail. You're caring for the quail. Your mum, you're caring for that. There's nothing wrong with caring for yourself and buying yourself a Rolex.
Well, I already bought a Rolex a year ago. I'm certainly not selling that one. Look, the whole point of the Rolex is that look, will I sell it? Will I not sell it? It's not really the cornerstone of what I think the conversation's about. It's just a bit of fun. I think I'd like to do something a bit more serious. You know what I mean? Just something a little bit more challenging.
So you want to go back and do tertiary study?
I don't think that's the way. I don't think I did that. I went to uni years ago. I did the whole such and such. Didn't really go anywhere. So what exactly that is, I don't know. Part of me would like to do editing, but I don't know. The point is, financially, I'm in a very safe position where I can kind of just sit around and do nothing, which from a certain point of view is a very dangerous position. Because, you look at evolution and nature. If you sit around doing nothing, you fucking die. So, I don't know, man. What do you guys think?
All right. Well, I've had my say. Your turn, Lord.
Well, I think I said what I could say and what needed to be said. Look, I think the best advice was still by the pontiff. You know, if you really think that there's some bad karma attached to that watch, put it back in its box, put it away for a while, you know, get a safe deposit box if you need to. Stay away from it for a little bit if you genuinely believe this. And
we've got to break the curse on the watch. The only way to do this is to go to the bloody massage parlor and wear it.
I just can't believe that a Rolex watch.
That'll break it. You just wear that down to the massage parlor. Tell them you want
it. This is not a shitter. This is not a Breguet. This is not a Moser. This is not a Laurent Ferrier. This is a Rolex watch. The Rolex watches don't carry curses. It's a steel stunner, for God's sake.
It's a steel stunner. You need, but if there is a curse, the only way it can be broken is by him wearing it to the massage parlor.
Okay,
that's it, and it's all done. It's fixed, right?
That'll cost you what? It costs
about $120 and the curse.
He has to relieve. He has to relieve that curse.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. It's done. It's sorted. Then make your decision.
Okay. I think that's just a wiser option than what I have offered here. You know, putting it at a safe deposit box just sounds.
Don't take it. Finchy's right. Don't take it off, mate. You got to wear it on the table.
Yeah, many important men lost watches like that in Vegas. So yes, don't pick it up.
And don't pass out afterwards.
Make sure you are well hydrated. Green room.
And look, I know it's bearing down on you, mate, but you got to have a bit of a laugh too. A comedy. If you don't laugh, right, you'll end up crying, and you'll be in the fetal position under the table, man.
Look, if you stop playing the game, you're going to get old very quick. I know that.
Yeah.
Super chat.
Maldives. I love Maldives. Dump it. No papers. It's a red.
Correct. It doesn't have papers.
Ooh, that's a counterpoint. That's a counterpoint.
Yeah, no papers. Yeah, no papers. Look, it's a beautiful watch. It feels fantastic. It's great to have experienced modern. Now, guys, I could have bought a Tudor. I could have bought an Omega, but the whole point, I mean, that's the thing with Rolex. It's pretty quick to get out of.
Can you share that beautiful pearl of wisdom you keep repeating regarding Rolex and Omega?
Oh, yes. Omega bad, Rolex good. I've been typing this in chat day after day.
No more words. Very eloquent, Green Room. Thank you for that.
Animal Farm, mate. Animal Farm. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
Guys, this has been a great pleasure. Thank you all for your contributions, for your super chats, for your presence in the chat, for your support. Thank you all panel members for coming on. You know, Mike dropped by before he went to his dinner. We really love to hear an update on that.
Is Mike's mum now an ArchieLuxury star?
I think so, because tomorrow he's coming back with all the pictures and maybe even videos. So tune in tomorrow for updates on Mike's steak dinner with his mom, with photos and videos and everything. Sovron, thank you so much for coming on and talking some sense into Green Room. I hope it helped in some way. I hope it at least made him.
Green Room's hurting. Look, he's hurting. He's turned off his camera. He's hurting.
No,
yeah, I'm not sure if you can take the hurt, Sovron. Not everyone can be a Rolex man. Let's accept that.
He is. There we go. He is. Do you want to pinch the?
Am I being tried? I never turn my camera off.
It's been off. Well,
no, I never turn my camera off.
Can you pinch someone else's background? Will that cheer you up?
Okay, here's this. Here's this.
Yeah.
No, that's Jamie's background.
That's Jamie. Yeah.
That's this.
That's this. I'm disappointed you haven't pinched my background.
No, look.
That's the Big Boy's Big Boy.
You've really been off for the past
AC2.
hour.
Yes. Who
I
else?
thought it was on.
Okay.
No, it hasn't been
Now
on.
I'm
Green
really
Room.
tilted.
Guys, this has been an absolute pleasure, as always. Archie will be updating you with real footage of his punishment as decided upon by the Aussie Council of Elders, Sovron, Plastic, and Sirocco. Thank you, Green Room, for agreeing not to sell your Rolex. Don't be fucking stupid. And Tommy, thank you for being part of the panel. Mike the Snake just came back from his steak dinner. Is that right?
Hi, man.
You're muted, Mike.
Jesus, he's still chewing on the bone. So look at him, the Heimlich maneuver.
Mike, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
He's not
Mike.
muted on the stream.
Mike.
There was a
Mike.
bit of fucking sinew in that take.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're good, Mikey. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I just got back from the nicest dinner ever.
Okay, well, one second, Mike. Sorry to interrupt. If you guys want to hear about Mike's dinner or maybe see one picture, can we see a photo if they super chat enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They should super chat before Mike. So hold on. So guys, if you give us one last generous super chat before we conclude.
And that's it. See, here's
for
Mikey, a good
content.
Rolex man looking after his mum, empowered by another good Rolex man, Archie, who doesn't have a mum. So he wanted Mikey to spend some time with his mum. See?
Yes.
And
Well, my
exactly
mom
the
takes
same
care
as
of
why.
me.
Exactly.
So it's
And
nice to be able to give back and take her out.
Green Room, don't give up the substance for the dream.
Nope. But it was really nice to take her out to the nicest steakhouse in town and really live it up. And we had a great waiter and great service, and the food was impeccable.
This doesn't sound like a restaurant review on the ArchieLuxury channel. We want to hear disaster. We want to hear it all going wrong.
Yeah, no, there was nothing to complain about, literally. I mean, nothing. I'm the kind of person, I've had friends that are lifetime waiters, and waiters make minimum wage. They make their money through tips. All right. And so my mom's the kind of person that's like, okay, she gets out her calculator and figures out what 15% is of, like, $22 and gets the change out. And it's just like, if I got good service, man, I'll just slap a 10 spot down or, a 20 spot down. Or in this case, $40 was the tip tonight because we got great service and, it was an expensive dinner.
Oh,
and
Anthony Napolitano. Mike, show us. Let's show us a photo, please, Mike, if you could.
Okay. I took a number of photos, so I'll show you.
Let's save some of the content for tomorrow.
Okay, well, there's the prime rib.
Ooh,
very nice.
Mike, nice choice of black shirt. Makes you look really fit and gorgeous.
Yep, that's my nice dress up T-shirt.
With the dress up T-shirt, that's nice.
But I gotta show you. I have to show you my beautiful date.
That's Mike's idea of getting dressed up, wearing a T-shirt without riding on.
Exactly, and this was my beautiful date for the evening.
Mrs. Snake.
Mrs. Snake.
Hello, Mrs. Snake.
Mrs. Snake Senior. Nice to meet you.
And so
all right, let's save some content for tomorrow. But it's really nice to see your mom finally, Mike, and see you so happy to be out and about.
No, it was a wonderful evening. It couldn't have gone better or more smoothly or I mean, it was perfect, absolutely flawless. So for once in a long time, there were no hiccups or anything to complain about or anything. We had a great waiter, great service, great food. Mom had a couple margaritas. And I told her.
I got to interrupt. We have to wrap this up now. The Toilet King Marcelo is currently on Tim Wright's stream. Not joking.
No, we're saving this content for tomorrow. Mike is going to give us a full update tomorrow on the Pontiff stream. If you have forgotten to upvote on your way out, guys, thank you so much. We're going to see you all tomorrow for special content, Mike's update on the dinner date, and the Pontiff eating in his car. Thank you so much, guys. I'm running the outro now.
Not a joke. See you.
See you later. See you, Sevron.
See you, Mikey. See you, Lord.